Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Hey, one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. Yes, sir. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And yes, sir. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. Alright, I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just ask Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If that don't make you believers, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost in the beginning.
Outside for once, when all these people out there aren't watching it, and they just don't want they ain't in the conversation.
People just want to feel special.
That's
That's what the fuck it is.
But every conversation ain't for you. And be happy with that. Be happy that you haven't watched Game of Thrones, and be happy for the ones who have. You know, it's called life.
Be happy. It's just you also ain't gotta. Like,
I mean, real talk. It's not like you gonna miss the motherfucker. You just put it on.
What's with the big announcement? Like, why is like this? Everybody gotta be like, so am I the only one? No, you're not the only one, motherfucker.
That's because they feel alone. They're looking for someone else to reach to. They're reaching out hands.
It just gets
Father,
old.
please hear us. They trying to reach for every hand.
It's just a Facebook drinking game at this point. It gets old, son.
But it just
gets so old.
I let you know when niggas really alone. Like, damn, am I the only one? Cause I feel so lonely. Someone please talk to me. But
no, there ain't gonna be like they're the coolest motherfucker in the room. Like I know I'm different. I ain't watching it. I'm anti. I'm not watching. There's a bunch of other
That's the other angle, but that's kind of lame.
As most of them when they be positioning it. When you talk to them, because after they write it and then you talk to them about it, they coming from the angle of, well, it's some kind of like, it's not that I'm lonely shit. It be, oh no, I want to feel special, or I'm being anti, or what have you. Because you be like, well, watch it. It's like, all right, well, don't watch it then. Fuck.
Oh no, I guess niggas need followers. Niggas like, who can follow me to this hate brigade?
And it's just a TV show, son.
It is. It's
you know what I'm saying? Me and D were just saying this yesterday, dog. Like, dog, if you're watching something on TV, then you're not alone. There's nothing that you can watch on TV because it's on TV.
That you think right,
if no one else is watching it, it wouldn't be there. So you over here trying to be anti to be the one. I'm not the only nigga not watching Game of Thrones shit. I watch Power. Shut the fuck up.
I watch
you watch the other popular thing that a whole bunch of other people watch.
I watch Insecure.
Yeah, the other popular thing that a lot of people watch.
I don't watch Insecure, I watch Atlanta.
The other popular thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dog.
Niggas is funny.
It don't have to be your cup, but don't hate on other people for sipping from theirs.
I'm gonna start putting them fucking stats up every day. Am I the only person who doesn't watch X show? I'm gonna just start naming every show.
Am I the only person who don't watch TV?
Come on, right.
Who never seen any show a day in my fucking life?
Ever.
Since birth.
See, right, since birth. Since the beginning of time.
Since the land before time.
Since God created the dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm. Man was riding dinosaurs back in the day.
Apparently, son. And God, so which God made the other planets? Let me stop playing. Anyway,
God got brothers and sisters.
Hell.
Is he the oldest?
Probably the father.
Well, I don't think he'd be the oldest for the mere fact that he told us don't put any other gods before me, which kind of acknowledges that he believes that there are other gods.
Yeah, don't put my children before me. They're powerful, but they ain't me. All right, big dog, little dog.
Maybe
I'm the important one.
Cause I can kill you faster than they can.
Man.
So Thanos, suck.
God strikes me as a younger child, the youngest. And some of the things you read in the Old Testament strikes me as, you seem like the youngest.
I actually saw a video that kind of talked about that. Like, they were saying basically how like God's personality in the Bible seems very very much like this badass fucking child that just wants everything to go his way.
Especially in that Old Testament.
Yeah. I need somebody to like do a video of Sodom and Gomorrah, have a guy with the Thanos glove, snap his people in the salt. I think that'd just be like, that'd be it for me. I love it. I love it. They just whiffle off in the salt. That'll make my day.
Well, the thing is, in that story, he only turned one person into salt. He burned everybody else.
Oh, he burned them?
Yeah, he had rained down fire and brimstone on the city. But
I thought he oh, wow.
Nah.
Your boy would look back, huh?
No, his wife.
Oh, girl's right.
Yeah.
Lot's wife, who doesn't have a name, mind you.
And wasn't motherfucker trying to sell her into sex slavery or some shit, and God was cool with that? Who that was? Like,
no, that was him. He was trying to sell his daughters.
His daughters, right, into sex slavery. And God didn't have a problem with that.
Nah.
But
God said, you look back at the trouble I'm causing back here?
But God forbid if you turn around and look at this shit that I'm doing.
Your ass is about to be eye and eyes.
Don't look at me.
And a lot of people try to use that Sodom and Gomorrah story to be like against gay people when no, his problem wasn't specifically the homosexuality. It was so much was going on. It was raping. It was they was doing everything. Like it wasn't just that they're being gay. No, nigga. That he felt like it was a fucked up city that he had to just throw away like with the Noah's Ark shit. But he just decided to bring fire on that specific one. But like for whatever reason, well we know the reasons. Motherfuckers like to be like, see, like God hated gay people. Look at Sodom and Gomorrah. It's like,
well, God also, you know,
that's not gonna go with that.
Even when there was some kind of currency, when niggas was doing tithes and offerings, it wasn't just money. And today, they got churches with ATMs in them. So it's like, what you really trying to say? It's all about perception and deception.
I mean, I can appreciate them trying to like ride on that shit, but if you're gonna ride on that, like I need you to ride on everything in that part of the Bible. You know, like don't just cherry pick that fucking part.
And then come back and be like, well, that's the Old Testament.
I mean, cherry picking is what a lot of Christians tend to do.
A lot of religion people tend to do.
I don't know about the religions.
I know some people that, you know, in the Muslim faith, you know, especially in the Nation of Islam, they cherry pick the fuck out of that.
I don't know enough to make that, but I grew up around Christians of all kinds, and
exactly around Kojic, non-denomination.
Be freaking cherry picking.
I used to be
non-denomination is still falls under Christianity.
Yeah. That's just it's just not a Kojic or Baptist, but it's a non-denomination Christian. Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying, we say Christianity. If you say non-denomination, it's still Christianity. Or we say Baptist, it's still Christianity. When you say Muslim, that's a different religion. Is what I'm saying.
When I said that you were saying that you grew up in many different churches, and I was just naming different churches.
Oh, of the Christian faith? Yeah.
Like non-denomination, Kojic.
Yeah, all the motherfuckers. But
Pentecostal. What is Kojic?
Church of God in Christ.
What? Kind of cultish.
That's what it stands for.
Kind of cultish?
Kojic stands for Church of God in Christ, and they believe in a lot of old things.
How's it cultish?
Like women, like women should wear their hair a certain length. They can't have short cuts. They can't wear jeans. They have to wear dresses a certain length. They have to wear. It's like a certain way they gotta present themselves. Men can't wear earrings.
It's just
so many. A big dress code.
No, it's not even just dress codes. It's just like it's like the old school style of how they live their lives, like almost like the Amish. Like they go back to like biblical times. Like this, you should be like this.
Like a Jehovah Witness. On
yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
That's what they kind of like. But once again, niggas be having their own split offs and so many other. It's just, but they all on that Bible shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Church of God in Christ.
Yeah.
Church of God in Christ. I mean, I feel like that's like every church.
That's Kojic though.
Kojic. Okay.
Religion would just be so much better if niggas wasn't all that end all be all. This is the absolute truth.
Yeah.
If I swear, dog, if they presented most of these religions more as a concept instead of absolute fact, and if you don't believe my absolute fact, I'm gonna judge you to oblivion.
Right,
then you would get
that shit way easier.
Dude, it'll have a lot more followers and people open to getting into it.
Personally, I treat all religion like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Like I just take this shit that I like and I leave the fucking rest, dog.
That's what the pastors do too.
Right.
Well, call me Pastor D-Mac.
Pastor Mac.
Man.
I like that.
Pastor Mac. So let me hear them in his back. I don't know, man. When it comes to religions, dog, to me, it's they're all good, they're all bad, and I learn about them all. And just saying like everybody else, you gotta just take the good with the bad. The thing about it is that I take the good with my bad. I don't spill for no one else to learn it for me. And I think, that's the thing about it all. I don't teach it as someone else to learn. I just take the good, the bad, and I choose and keep it for me.
I think that's a good way of putting it. Like they're all good and they're all bad at the exact same time.
Thing is like when And my thing is, I won't even put it in a frame of I'm gonna just take what I like from each one. I'm gonna take what makes sense from each one.
What works?
No,
for me.
but
I might take what works for me at the moment.
But no, because you know some people like what you just said. A lot of pastors take out Christianity, what they like, and sometimes that's like saying, "Oh, if I agree, I'm gonna ride with it. If I'm gonna disagree, I'm pretending it ain't there," and that can be dangerous because like no, you can't ignore what's there just because you don't happen to like it.
Well, yeah, well, let me be clearer then. Like, I take the things that do make sense.
That makes sense.
Like, that's the only thing that I would like and appreciate in those books, because you know the vast majority of that text is it was fashioned for that particular time period and are not relevant at all now. And you know, I would just like naturally like leave that where it is.
And that's the caveat that gets forgotten too. The fact of y'all do know a lot is not framed for today.
Yeah.
They didn't see today coming, which is why I made the joke about God created the heavens and the earth, and then we find out there's planets. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things of you gotta respect. It's what they call that shit. Like educational honesty or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Intellectual honesty. You gotta have intellectual honesty.
At least intellectual integrity.
Either one.
Yeah, either one.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you still gotta. That's like as we're getting smarter and as we're evolving and as we're learning so much more, dog. You can't come and tell new niggas old nigga shit without at least acknowledging that it's old nigga shit and how it can be relevant to new niggas.
Right.
Because I feel like sometimes they just be like, oh, here go this old nigga shit, follow it. And it's like, nah, it don't make sense because this and this. I'm gonna ignore what you said that made sense because follow it. No, how about you take in what I said and then you can logically figure out a way to make it jive with whatever you're trying to teach me. Or at least take the lick on, you know what, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe that doesn't make sense. Maybe we should or what have you. But motherfuckers be acting like if you ask the wrong question or they just default you on, you better have faith as if everything in that book is without fail, and that's just not fair.
I mean, everything is evolved but the book, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I think people, because they take too seriously of it, can't use the book to evolve themselves. So the thing is, like we all say, these are stories that really puts up your life. They're not really, at least what I believe, they're not really true actual things that happen. These are all parables to help you like get better through lessons and life lessons and learning through things. And I think that like, fuck, where am I going with this?
Nowhere.
I'm going somewhere. Thank you. You're such an encouraging person.
You're welcome.
Help me out, Bats.
Help you out with your thought? I don't know.
No, like what's the last thing I said? Because I forgot the last thing I said. Like, do you remember what I just said last? I'm so high.
You were just talking about how, you know, people shouldn't really use the holy text as like hard rules and just more of like in the way of just
concepts and stories and ways to live your life and stuff.
Yeah, but there was like someone said like, before that was leading to
parables and
basically, dog, like, you know, if they didn't take it so much onto the nose, it'll be much easier for them to like to lead.
But it's not their part. It's not their fault. It's like the concept and the construct of how churches are. Like we've spoken on this before. They get you young and they teach you this shit is fact, and then that's how you raise up. And somewhere in the core of it, they need not be, because people can't help how they were taught or how in a way. Like we said, it was almost like trauma in a way, because like, you know what I mean, you hammer into these kids that these things that you can't prove is fact, and then when they try to think against it, only thing that will pop in their brain is, oh, if I think against it, it's blasphemy, I'm going to burn forever, and that's
the whole thing.
The fear tactic of it.
That is a key, like that is a super ultra key point to all of it for me personally. The fact that in the midst of you learning it, you get taught to never question this.
Right.
Do not ever question this. Anything. And if you do, like, you are eternally doomed. Like, that is a very sticking point that shouldn't be going over people's heads. But I mean, I think that's kind of the way that it's been able to last so long throughout history.
It's a cheat code.
I think it's
because you're going to always in the back of your mind think, I might burn. And since we don't know what happens after death, it's taking advantage of that innate fear that most of us have about the unknown of afterlife.
But the hypocriticalness of it all to say, learn of my yoke, learn of me, you know what I'm saying? How can I not learn if I don't question?
Wait, what did you just say?
That's what the Bible says, you know, learn of me, you know, learn of my yoke, you know, of my teachings, of what I bring to you. That's what it says in the Bible. And the thing is, it also says not to question. But how can you not learn if you do not question? And
because they don't really mean learn.
They mean listen to what this is.
Accept.
But that's
accept this,
Concede,
and if you don't accept sheep, follow.
Right.
And if you know,
learn these rules because you need to follow these bitches. Learn them and follow them. That's what you said.
And it wouldn't be as bad because that's the thing. Like some things might have been true in the Bible. Some things like as far as some of the stories.
Some of the things were.
But it comes down to like
I don't know what the story, Joe.
everything that y'all just said, bro.
Come on.
And it's just that's what gets frustrating about it because you have these conversations with people and you try to find a middle ground, and it's just like, okay, just believe the book and shut up. Believe the book and shut up. And it's like, nah, son, we get a little too smart to just believe the book and shut up, especially once you start reading histories and such. And since y'all don't talk about the histories in your own church, that's also lacking the intellectual integrity and honesty because it's like, my nigga, you won't even acknowledge or face the facts about where this book comes from within the building.
Because faith is a virtue. To like naturally not want to question it, like if you just go with it, that's
blindly.
That's a virtuous thing. Like
that's how things happen when you
like,
blindly go for what you believe in so strongly that you have nothing that can tell you is otherwise.
Which the Lord God loves. Like they teach you that the Lord like loves it when you just have absolute faith. Like that makes you a special person. Like you're not only a Christian, but you're like a super Christian. Like when you just have faith and you just don't question just because, like that's why they don't really, check on the history because it makes them super Christian when they don't check for the history. So it's like this circular, it's just this like self-feeding circular thing that just goes like around and around and around, and it just holds itself up. And it's been holding itself up for centuries, obviously.
And the leaders don't encourage anyone to check the history of the thing that they're teaching.
No, they tell you
know what I'm saying?
If you check the history, that's going to make you as smart as the pastor, which is what the pastor doesn't want because he has to be the leader. He has to know the most. So
I wonder if all the pastors know the actual history because I wonder if you know the history as a pastor, how can you, with a clear conscience, teach
I don't think they
certain things.
I don't think they know the history. I think they know all of the history of what they're supposed to know, but I don't think they know the actual real history. Meaning that when they go to theology school,
they learn about the book, but I want to learn the history of the book.
They learn history of all that, but all the things that they learn are still like coincides with God and Jesus. So it doesn't really matter. Like it's not an outside source that you need to go to. You can't like you go to theology school, and it's gonna be Jesus to the 10th level you're gonna learn. But
I'm more than sure some pastors have to have like wondered it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying.
Then as a pastor that's trying to have strong faith, you got to go blindly. So it's like you, whatever like you say that wants to make you learn to try to figure something else out. You say two things. The Bible says that's my enemy. Even though you're supposed to know that enemy, but the Bible says that's my enemy. I shouldn't read of that because it'll fuck up my mind. And then it also says that, hey, I can still read it, but it means nothing. It's all lies and bullshit to what my book says, because I'm so believing in my book. I
could fuck with a cynical Christian, and I could fuck with a transparent pastor, because those exist too.
Yes.
Some cats that be like, man, I know this, and this, boom, 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 but look, I have faith that this still exists, and even though this happened, like if you could at least acknowledge that, okay, this is some crazy shit. I know it's some crazy shit, but I'm trying to have my faith in that manner. I can respect that, but don't let me present real shit to you and you be like, that shit's not true. That shit's impossible. And my faith says that shit's impossible. It's like, wait. Wait.
It's hard to
context matters, man.
Always.
It's hard to live in New Orleans and see, like, because this city has so many things that influence it, from Christian all the way down to still like voodooism and voodooism and like witchcraft and shit. So like this city is funny because like the religion here is I don't know. Be growing up from here, you can be religious or you could be a witch. Like you can do in New Orleans, you can be whatever you want. You can be an atheist, you can be whatever. Like this city just.
But what they gotta do? We talking about with faith.
It just like here it's a special place because like it never was pressured like a lot of places in the South with faith. You know what I'm saying?
Like Catholic as fuck in this city.
We have a lot of things in the city though. Like I say, with witches and shit.
I mean, that's the thing, but it's not in your face like that. Like, people outside of here thinks that voodoo shit is in our practices way more than it really is. most people here are Baptist or Catholic. You know what I mean? That's the Catholic predominantly in this city. Yeah. So it's like, you know, even though we have all these other swags here, even voodooism falls under a lot of Catholic teachings and shit. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I still stand. All thing I'm saying what it is, dog. Be smart about your faith. Don't be purposely blind. You know what I mean? Don't put your hands over your eyes when you see something that makes sense that might be anti to what you were taught or brainwashed to believe is up. Because you could believe in God and not be a sheep, I believe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or whatever religion you subscribe to.
Whoever.
Just don't be willingly blind. Don't be a willfully blind person.
Yeah, dog. Just don't be willfully blind, dog. Don't be afraid to have the conversations. Don't be afraid to ask the questions. Don't be afraid to do the research. And if you still come out of it, still riding what you riding with, well, ride with that shit. But at least you can at least have your own, you know that well up.
Some niggas gonna probably
I ain't run. I ain't no coward. Motherfuckers is cowards, man.
Motherfuckers go crazy when they see shit they wasn't supposed to see.
Man, the truth is scary, man. The red pill, blue pill.
Talking about being set free.
What's his name? Cyrus? What was his name on Matrix? He wanted to go back in the Matrix. No.
Neo.
No.
Oh, dude.
Cyrus or something like that was his name.
Cyrus?
Some shit. The nigga.
The niggas all had like weird ass names, man.
Yeah.
But fucking Steel.
It was like Dozer. But that's the black people, Dozer. But the dude, I think his name was Cyrus, dog. But either way, he the nigga who wanted to go.
He wanted to go back into the Matrix.
Wanted to go back into the Matrix, and I was like,
he was like, I'll kill Neo in the real world for you.
Cypher. That was Cypher.
Dickhead.
How
can he be the one if he's dead?
I watched that shit yesterday. Like, that's like still one of my favorite movies.
The first one is almost a perfect movie.
Almost.
The first one.
98%.
They could have left it there.
They really could.
Honestly. They could have left it right there, dude.
Yeah. But the money with the box office.
Now I appreciate the diversity that went into the sequels, because the sequels was black as fuck. You know what I mean? They went into the real world had all the black people. Like,
so that party?
So I appreciate that those brothers was off what's the brothers?
The black woman who created the story, and then the Koch brothers.
Wachowski. There we go. Wachowski brothers. I appreciate that they, were always trying to, say something about the systems of oppression and shit, even on a slick. Yeah. But that first one was just so perfect.
I was like, whoa, shit.
I mean, I feel like almost the second two y'all could just made
the second one was The third one was a type of loose ends, but it was third one was the weirdest out of all of them.
Yeah, I'm about to say the second one was better than the third one.
Third one was vis-a-vis concordity and shit.
It was weird.
It got progressively weirder.
I don't know.
It became like Goku or Dragon Ball Z. Y'all saw that compare that?
I feel like I still liked it though. Like, it was weird, but I just enjoyed just watching the whole story. It's just like what's gonna happen.
I mean, I didn't hate it though, but it's one of those things of the other two don't age as well as the first.
Hell no.
The first is genius.
The first is right.
My girl has this theory that the guy, the agent, is the one.
Some people say that. That's not a long theory.
That's the
thing. They got so many theories there. You can go on YouTube and go through a freaking tunnel of that
they got
shit.
people that have written volumes of like literature just on the Matrix.
Bro, I've seen a couple. I was like, y'all.
I heard some people doing it in classes. Professors were teaching it as class studies at one point.
I mean, there's ways it could flip. Sounds so like it's just. Yeah, shouts out to Matrix. But yeah, y'all, welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast.
Hello.
Episode 80, side B.
Yes, it is.
Side Byzantium.
What the hell does that mean? Is that a freaking vitamin or something?
Byzantium. It's something. I forget. I just remember.
Saying words and shit.
Yeah. Byzantium.
Look it up immediately.
Byzantium. Let's see what that is. It's a movie. An ancient Greek colony in early antiquity that later
became Byzantine Empire.
Constantinople, and then Istanbul. Well, shouts out to them. This is that actor guy, Martin Bass Bradford. You can find me on Facebook as Martin Bass Bradford, but on other social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it Mr. Out, you're going to find another nigga. And, as always, I'm here with my brothers.
Greetings, Earthlings. It's me, D Mac. And you can catch me on Instagram at You Dig Brand LLC. Totally legit. Get your jackets, t-shirts, tank tops, crop tops. And I might even start doing some drugs, because you never know.
You never know.
Never know what's going to happen. But, present, bitch.
Posse Wine, it's your boy AlphaJo, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roo. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on IG AlphaJo No E 504. And this is 80 side B. We in this bitch. I'm about to roll up. Band's about to roll up. Everyone's rolling up. It's fucking. He's out of control. She's out of control. This whole damn party's out of control.
I forgot where that came from.
Martin.
Oh, okay.
When your boy was in the house, I think it's Bill from accounting.
I vaguely remember that.
That dude, that's when he played this white boy, and he had this all-white makeup on, and it was the most hilarious shit I have ever seen in my life.
Y'all need to watch this.
I love when he does white
God,
face.
boy, what you got in that pan, boy?
French
Got
fries.
some fire French fries.
I mean, I don't know about fire, man. I have to bake them bitches because I'm trying, stay
Yeah, we
away
gotta
from.
clean it up.
Frying them?
Yeah, man, but dog, baked fries take so goddamn long.
How long
15
it
to
take?
20 minutes.
Nigga, more than 20 minutes, bro.
Well, you
More
got-
than 20 minutes.
Nigga, more than 20
What, you
minutes.
got a hand fries?
Like 45 minutes?
About 30, 40 minutes to get them right, unless you want the ones that taste all mushy or like potatoes. To get them how you get to get them like fried, you gotta leave them in there for about 30, 35 minutes.
I guess because they're thicker potatoes.
Dog, every time I have had to bake freaking French fries, no matter what they were, I had to go longer than 20 minutes, or else it's gonna be like potatoes still. I want fries.
Don't they have spicy ketchup?
I heard of that.
Don't they have that?
I heard of it.
I'll get
I
that
haven't
bitch
seen
if
it,
it
but I
was.
heard
Like
of
I
it.
said, I've never seen it.
I know you can get it at one of them fast food joints. I think it's Whataburger. I think
Spicy
they got,
fucking
spicy
ketchup. I ain't mad
But
at
I
it.
think that should just come in a fucking bottle.
Dude, I would buy it, dog. I love the spiciness.
Me too.
But anyway, y'all,
Yeah. Anyway, we fucking munched out and shit.
on fucking side B,
What we got?
we usually start off with that ETOUFEE of
the day.
We get into a whole bunch of topics that we couldn't get into on side A. After that ETOUFEE of the day, man, we get into that dose of NOLA'Murica.
Which is your friendly reminder of just where the rewind. It's a friendly reminder of just where we stay and just what the fuck we be dealing with.
Ouch, yeah.
Make sure you get that shirt. I got that.
Then, oh yeah, that's a your dig brand joint. Come peep it. Then you know we do that. No, huh?
Bitch, I know you lie.
Oh, we get into all the crazy shit that's going around the country that's not in New Orleans. You know, the non-New Orleans places. You dig? And then we end that bit up with a hero highlight.
Hero
Highlight of the heroes.
where we take time to shine light on someone who's doing good in the world of pure D fuckery.
Fuckery.
Fuck with.
All type of fuckery.
And we highlight on the next couple.
You hear me?
Speaking of heroes, you know what I watched last night? Hercules,
Which one?
the Disney version.
Ah.
Who good to glad and glad to get you the
Hercules.
I still love it. It's just great.
It's a classic, bro.
Classic.
Because those three black ladies singing them songs.
Yeah.
Like it just so fits, but not fits the Hercules theme.
I
It's
love it.
ridiculous. And he was a mighty fighter. Like what? What
I like
man
that.
over this Disney?
I like the chubby one.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna make a remake of that. Like how they doing all these
Like a live version of Hercules.
yeah.
I wouldn't
That'd be
mind
dope.
seeing that.
Hercules gotta be black though.
Yeah. I think that would be dope.
Like some kind of bronze or something.
That would be dope. I would love to see the ancient Greek and all the fucking god magic and godliness and shit.
That would be very dope. I think that'd be cooler to see before even the Lion King per se.
I don't know about all that.
No.
Maybe Aladdin.
Lion King, ASAP, then Aladdin.
And
They already did Sleeping Beauty, basically.
Mulan would be dope too.
yeah, I'll make
That
that.
would be good.
We already talked about that on here.
Did they?
We have talked about that. They're
Man,
making a
that must be
Mulan.
dope.
I'm positive they gotta be like at least conceptualizing.
And
for
Murphy's still alive too, so you
Hercules.
know.
No, they remember we talked about how Kevin Hart is gonna be the freaking Mushu nigga. And we like that's fucked up because Eddie's still here.
Yeah.
Eddie's still here like a motherfucker.
Eddie put the sauce on that roll.
Like,
Kevin
dog.
Hart, man, come on now.
I mean, I understand for money purposes, but still.
No, Eddie Murphy was gonna bring in the money if you're gonna bring in fucking Mulan.
Well, wait, okay, hold on.
I don't think Kevin Hart
Eddie
was
is
gonna
not a
bring in-
bigger draw right now than Eddie Murphy. I mean, Eddie
On
Murphy's
that
not,
movie.
Eddie Murphy's not a bigger draw than Kevin Hart right now.
I mean, James Earl Jones is not, but you don't get fucking Kevin Hart to play King Mufasa.
That's a stretch still.
Man, you know what? Honestly,
I don't know.
I'm like thinking about Kevin Hart's voice and his high octane comedy. It might actually not be too bad.
It's
for
not
Mushu.
too fucking bad.
Like
I
I'm
can
trying to
see
hear
it,
it in my
but
head
it ain't-
now. Like
not saying-
it might not be bad.
I'm not saying we're gonna be good or bad. I'm just saying Eddie Murphy's still alive, and I wish they would have just went with the nigga
Yeah,
still alive,
straight
like
up.
with James Earl Jones. But I understand from a business standpoint why they went with Kevin Hart. But Kevin
Yes.
Hart's name value right now is a bigger draw than Eddie Murphy. That's just
it
facts.
Is. It is for sure.
This is what it is, and niggas trying to make that money.
We like Eddie.
Yeah, we come from it, but I understand
Kevin
why in
Hart's
2019, while some Disney exec is like, get you some Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart's making all that comedy money
Right.
right now,
Members
selling
of
out
business.
stadiums. You hear me?
They
So it's
gonna give
like
us some fan service, but it's still a fucking business.
yeah, it's still a business, dog. Because they left Whoopi Goldberg off of Lion King too, and she's still around.
I forgot who
hyena.
she voiced. Oh, she
One of the hyenas.
The main hyena, like the head pack leader.
You hear me?
Honest to God, I did not know that.
Yes, dog. And I feel like in general, bro, motherfuckers are still living and you redoing it, and it's not like a character that hinges. Because the thing is, Mushu, if you use Eddie, I understand you going with Kevin Hart, you gonna sell that aspect. But nigga, if you would have went with Eddie Murphy, people would have been cool with it too. But I understand why you went with Kevin Hart. Niggas would have revolted with James Earl Jones wasn't Mufasa. That's like too synonymous.
Yeah, that's egregious.
That's too big of a difference. Like niggas is so
niggas had to get Will Smith for what you call him because your boy's gone.
But the thing, no, I'm just saying. Aside from it, people don't even realize Whoopi ain't in it. But you would wholly realize if Mufasa wasn't James Earl goddamn
somebody
Jones.
else. Like,
You hear me?
So y'all better, if James Earl Jones was gone, y'all had to use the voice from him from the Disney Lion King and voice that as the
they
lion.
had to computerize that shit some kind of way.
Because if it ain't James Earl Jones, it ain't nobody.
Some of them are just that synonymous, dog. But like,
who else is that synonymous?
Your mom.
Oh, you're funny, man.
I mean, it's, certain people just with the characters. I ain't saying they can't ever be cast. The thing is, if they would have went with somebody that wasn't James Earl Jones, people would have just dealt with it. But the fact that it is getting all the praise, dog. It's helping it out because I mean,
When does
Mufasa is
anyway?
June.
Okay, so it's around the corner.
Yeah, that shit going down.
Yeah.
But they keep me on sidetrack. So first off, before we get into everything, man, we gotta get into that scroll.
Hear ye.
Scrolls where we shout out, other podcasts that we, that we kind of be rocking with, you dig? Like the Your 30 podcast with Marty Edwards and the Arrogant Observer, the Black Actopedia, L-Dub. The Misbelief Radio Show podcast, hosted by DC Paul with Oshun Lilith, Fat Girl Nola J. Steele, Malik the Historical Geek, and us. The reviewing that show. You can find reviewing that show and Acting Wild Black both on this feed. Reviewing that show was me, Marty Edwards, and Jay Steele. The Acting Wild Black joint is me and the Black Actopedia, Lawrence Weber. And hit us up. Check it out. There's other shows on here. The On the Lake podcast.
On the Lake.
We'll Figure This Out podcast. Four Misses in the Mic podcast. Therapy New War podcast. Sugar Sass and Sarcasm podcast. 50420 podcast. Fuck What You Heard. Mental Hand of God. No Dope on Sundays. Home Video Hustle. And Living Millennial podcast as well. Check all of those out. They got some good content.
Yeah, and happy birthday to Frankie Cola of On the Lake podcast. It's her birthday today. So,
Frankie Cola.
Shout out to you, Frankie. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
So, I don't think we have any more duas.
No, so without further
Dua. Let's get into that ETOUFEE.
Serve it up.
Brother got his first gun, he ready to murder. He out of control, like a swole on bourbon. I don't even drink. If I see you, I ain't see you. Nah, I don't even blink. Nah, I don't even think that I'm here. But if I see you and I like you, I'ma smile. Is this really who I am? Then versus now, life is too wild. This shit is out of hand. I'm just trying to live, but y'all don't give a damn. I'm just trying to be cool. I don't wanna lose my word, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. Head first, I'm just shucking.
So, man, before we get to some of these articles, man, a conversation happened on the wall of bats again.
Oh, Jesus. How many comments? 5,000?
Man, nah, this one ain't going crazy yet. Well, I didn't get a chance to even reply to the woman's last post to me about it because I had to do other shit. But it just raises this conversation of this topic that I don't know. I don't fully understand it, but I don't see how logically it can be defended in 2019 to the way, not the way, but the degree that it gets defended.
Okay.
This whole talk about how in a marriage a man has to pay all of the bills in 2019, and I'm like, okay, but nigga balling if he rich, if he want to pay all of the bills, that's fine, that's cool. But this whole deal of, you know what I mean, in this age of, I want equality, equal pay, look at me as an equal human being, I'm not below you, and when we talking about all that, when you go to that traditionalist mind state of, a man has to or he's not a man.
Right. That's the kicker. Or he's not a man.
Then that makes me go, wait a minute. You can't be up here fighting to be seen as an equal human being, to be paid on certain levels and all this. I'm all for all the feminist movement, dog. You can't, but I don't understand how you can cherry pick which old customs you want to keep to judge niggas by while still trying to maintain the acceptance of equality. Because honestly, if you come at logically, we just say logically, if motherfuckers is making the same amount of money, they both doing the chores in the house, doing everything equal, and you tell this nigga, well, even though I'm making the same amount of money as you or more, and we both doing all the household shit equally, but because you have a penis, you should pay more. How do you expect the dude to look at you as an equal?
Correct. So what's the argument? So like, what's the response that some of these women are giving? Because obviously it can't be, you know,
it's never all
women
it's never all
saying it. But I mean, if you really do think that that's right and correct, you know, what is the logic if you also want it to be equal?
Well, first and foremost, and I gave this caveat from the dump. If you are, because there are women like this, there are traditionalists that believe in the gender roles, that rock with the norms set by a lot of religious shit, that say that a man should be the leader, the man is the head of the household, I'm gonna follow your lead, whatever you're saying. If you want those women that's what you on, then I give you that. Because you believe in the man is number one.
That's what you want.
You bow, you kowtow, you concede to the nigga. Fine, that's what you're doing. But if you want these women that be born saying all this pro-feminist stuff, feminist, we equals, treat me as an equal, I'm a human being, you're a human being, I'm a human being, whoop-de-whoop, then it's weird to me where you want everything equal besides the nigga gotta pay all the bills. I'm not even saying the nigga, you know what I mean, you gotta even be 50-50, you know what I mean? But, because that's another thing, some women saying, you're not a real man if you make your woman go half on the rent.
Wow.
And I'm like, son, it's like in all this.
All I say is that you're not the woman for me.
No, and that's the bottom line that we came to. That's the bottom line that we came to on the agreeing or disagreeing of. At the end of the day, people got to get with who works for them. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I
think it's very selfish to have that kind of mindset of like a person should pay all the bills in today's society. Maybe back in the 50s when things were different.
Because they didn't let women work. But you know what I mean? That was a different time frame. It made sense because you didn't let women work, especially most of the jobs. It was a way more sexist thing. Like the way that the economy was set up, I fully understand why the man paid all the bills. The woman wasn't out here. But these days, women are making more than us, or more educated than us. And I'm not saying that means that she has to pay all the bills. But I'm saying you can't come with that same manner of a nigga. It has to be the man because of what? You got money now.
To be honest with you, dog, it's economically unrealistic for mostly every nigga to pay all the, like, for that mindset, every nigga you deal with to pay all the bills. Like, in today's climate, it's just not built for that for anybody in this money world. So, nigga, everybody needs somebody to stay with. We all need to be doubling up.
And truthfully, the American dream was never for poor black people. Because if you look through history, poor black women always worked. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. That whole deal of the men pay all the bills shit, that was like depending upon your economic class. Like some women did put in some other work. Some women did, you know what I mean? There's different levels to that
houses.
Shit.
A lot of women
did maid work. Like there's all right.
Nurses.
So it wasn't always
shit like that. You know, a lot of women back in those days had jobs. The thing is, they wouldn't get paid nowhere near for the jobs they did and the work they put in.
Yeah, they didn't get paid like they should.
They didn't get paid. They didn't get recognition. And like, you know,
the idea that the man pays all the bills is not something that, and you say the setup of how black people was fucked over in history. It wasn't
striving together,
dude. Right, and then when you get into later generations, we talking about a lot of single mother households and shit, and it's like, dog, like that whole that work for upper class, that work for upper class white people, that work because we poor white people probably ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting thing that we're 2019 and like.
It's just a stupid double standard, you know. It's just stupid, you know. You want to be equal, but you want to keep the fucking shit that works in your fucking favor, like.
And it's no disrespect you.
Yeah. Like I just don't even feed into that shit. Like if that's how that chick feels about that shit, then that's how you feel. Like I would never fuck with you. Like we could never have.
But I can't fuck with you.
We could never have a serious marriage. Like that would just never fucking work.
I mean, you know, I wouldn't mind paying all the bills in the house.
If I was rich?
If she didn't, but long as she didn't have that kind of mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, also true. Also true.
Like, dog, I would love to provide where you didn't have to work and do what you want to do. Yeah. That's cool. And what's funny is that real talk, if somehow you fuck up and do it before me, I love that too. You know what I'm saying? You get us, you know, that's the goal for us to get as a team.
But my manhood and my humanity shouldn't be judged by whether I could do that or not, or whether I decide to do that or not, if we're both on the same playing field. Right. You know what I mean? If we're both, especially financially, pulling in the same amount of money. You know what I'm saying? The same amount, whatever. Like you said, if nigga was rich, if I decide to do it, I most likely would. I'm rich, I'm balling, what have you. But if you still pulling in money, you gotta be throwing something towards our business. Our marriage is a business. And I can't be sitting there, you spend up all my money, but we both make $10 million a year. And all my money go to everything else and you don't spend none of it on us? Right. That's when I'm like, yo, you gotta...
very minimal while I spend the maximum?
No, you gotta throw something. You gotta kick something. And I'm not trying to say I'm gonna do all the domestic, bitch. I'm gonna do domestic too. Right. We both sucking up this air. We both using up this electricity,
eating up this food and shit.
Yeah, I mean, we both sleeping here.
Everybody can do everything.
Right, son. So I ain't saying I would hardcore make a woman pay everything or 50 necessarily, but I'm just saying that concept just logically hypocritical or contradicts in certain arenas when we talk about the reason why you want equality and the reason why you want equal pay and the reason why you want to be seen on the same levels as a man, because technically we are human. You are that. But then you can't come with that other shit. It don't make sense. It don't come together right. You the man, so you the head of the household, so pay you less. Huh?
What? Nah, you have to contribute if I'm fucking marrying you. Like, that's just what the fuck that is.
I mean, unless real talk.
We're contributing.
Unless we really decided that you're a complete stay-at-home mom and then you do all of the business at home. I ain't got to do shit. Right. You heard me? Right. You do all the shit.
Completely step back from that part? Shit. All right.
All right. All right. Because that's a full-time fucking job. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially when kids, specifically when kids are involved.
You got kids.
Girl, hell yeah. Fucking right. Pop you off shit.
But off the dump,
straight on you.
Like I said before, dog, I do it out the strength of my love, but I can't do it if your mindset is after that. Because, that means you ain't really trying to be with me. You trying to be with comfortability. And I can't provide all just that for you.
You want my fucking utility. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, because ain't nothing wrong with you being comfortable, baby. But like you said, like, I don't want to feel like you're mule. I want to feel like you're equal as well. Because that's the thing, too. You feeling unequal because you feeling unequal on one end, but I'm going to feel unequal to a degree as a man, too. Like, well, you going to just ride my ass? I don't got wants. I don't got needs. I ain't got other things I might want to do with my money towards my dreams. It might be side shit I might want to do with other money that I don't even have no more because you making money, I'm making money, but all my money going to this, and you get to hoard your money and develop whatever dream or whatever thing you want to do on the side. That's not fair.
Nope. And over time, it's only gonna put you in a fucking very low place.
Mentally, son.
Financially, all types of fucking shit.
If you don't want your womanhood to be dependent upon your sex, my manhood can't be dependent upon my wallet.
I mean, that's what it comes down to at the very end of the fucking day, dog. Like, my bank account is not my manhood.
Because them same people, when niggas be like, well, if my woman ain't giving up no sex, can I cheat? No, you better not. Well, damn.
What? Wait, what?
You know how they be having that thing of, well, if my wife ain't fucking, can I cheat? And someone be like, no, you still ain't supposed to cheat. You supposed to work it out with your wife. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to tell that to somebody, then you also cannot tell a nigga, nigga, you better pay for every motherfucking thing out your pocket. Because it's like, well, damn.
That's fugazi.
I don't know.
I would never.
That's a pretty sticky situation.
Like,
I think that
that's grounds for fucking divorce. Like, if you're not giving me sex, like, I would divorce you.
That's cool.
Like
it's cool to divorce, but I cheat.
Kill that.
I don't think that's a good idea. Man, and I also think that maybe it all depends on how you feel strongly about the partner. You should figure out why y'all not having sex.
Well, naturally, I would try to figure that out first. But if I'm just hearing bullshit,
they're talking about when you at the level of you done all the talking, and the person still is like no to sex. And women be like, well, I'm not here to just be your personal freaking, sex doll.
And I'm not here to be your personal fucking ATM either.
And that's my point. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you want to add nuance to the situation, I love nuance. There's many different ways you could go about it. But if you gotta have nuance about this money situation with being a man, if you want me to have nuance with anything about the sex situation with you being a woman, when that shit flips like that, and in other layers as well.
True. But sex is a key part of any relationship. That if someone just doesn't want to give it to you anymore, then it says a lot of things about the relationship, and you should get out of that. If someone doesn't want to give you sex, and
because they give you sex, you know, you have sex with you,
right?
Give you sex. Got any more gum? Got any more of that sex?
Like, can I borrow some sex?
Can I borrow some sex? Just a crumb.
Pure morsel.
Everybody deserves affection, man, especially in marriage.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why you not affectionate after we've been done all the talks?
Right.
That means
like I said, you gotta go.
I train this ride. I don't even need to cheat. This train is over.
Cause I'm gonna talk. We gonna go to therapy. I'm gonna try to get. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. We gonna because I don't understand that, especially in a young couple. Cause you know what I mean. Older couples often be on that like, oh yeah, we're not having sex anymore. But like younger couples are getting into that level, and I'll be wondering like, okay, like.
Y'all got fucked before y'all got married.
Y'all got problems then.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all fucked all over Cancun. And
I
fucked all on the banana trees and shit. Now you done won out the sex. Now you're like, alright.
As a sex fan,
Pussy
I
has
just
gotten
can't
too old.
say that I would get
Dick gotten too lame.
Especially not in my 30s and 40s,
yeah,
nigga.
Maybe my 50s and 60s, it might be less important, but...
Well, that's also, I guess, how they pick their partners and how they communicate, too. Or why they, go so short like that.
Communication is a motherfucker.
It's key, dog.
And a lot of people do not know how to communicate. They think they know how to. I often say, dog, people be thinking they know how to communicate and they just be talking.
As the words of Kendrick, communication saves a nation. I can tell.
I thought this nigga gonna say something else.
Nah, that was it. I was gonna say Drake, but Drake line wasn't really that, when is
And in communicating, dog, like, cause it's too many times, it's like this natural thing. You see it all over the timeline of like me versus you, men versus women, and you can't be.
All I see.
And we can't be that in a relationship if we're trying to get to the bottom of an issue. It can't be about, oh, I'm trying to win this argument, or she trying to win an argument. It got to be, okay, what are we trying? What common ground are we coming to? What do you need? What do I need? How can we come to a common?
Because niggas need to have partnerships, dog.
Friendships.
Niggas
need to have friendships.
Niggas need to have them ships. All the ships, dog. But it's before you get into that relationship. You need to have a friendship. You need to have an understanding, dog. You need to have everything. Communication. You have a friend, you have a good communication.
Well, that's not necessarily the deal.
Not all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, to me, what I'm saying is we got to start with a friendship, because start with a friendship, then that's already should be looked at as an ally. So, you know what I mean? If you have a friend, you should already, at the end of the day, my friend wouldn't want to fuck over me like that. You know what I mean? Instead of jumping to the conclusion of something fucked up first, my first, like, if I heard some suspect by one of y'all, my first mind wouldn't be to believe the negative, because I know y'all niggas too well. We've been through too much shit. It's been over a decade and shit. You know what I mean? So I hear that shit and be like, man, whatever, man. Let me have my nigga. You know what I mean? Right. Versus jumping to, damn, man, fuck that nigga off the dump. Like, wait, don't we got, ain't that my nigga? Yeah. And oftentimes in relationships, you believe some fucked up shit somebody else told you about your girl or your nigga and go left instead of thinking, but that's my friend. Yeah. My friend ain't trying to harm me. Let me holler at him. And that's what I mean about, that's why the friendship by itself, even before we talk about communication, is so important. Because then you get to communication, and then, that's his own, a whole other animal or whatever.
Agreeable.
Yeah, man.
Man, it's so hard to communicate.
It can be.
It's like, when you talk,
properly communicate.
Yeah, some communication, though, it just, for certain people, it's so hard, man. Because they're so blinded to what really, to certain people, it's like the only way of communicating, they think is the only way.
I think people just don't like to be wrong.
That too.
People don't like to be wrong. They don't like to look like they're not smart.
That too.
And they like to save face.
Ego's a motherfucker.
Yeah, ego,
Well, put your degree aside. Put your ego aside. Put your books that you read in prison aside. Put.
It's not even always those. Sometimes
I'm just saying, put it all aside of your cockiness, that whatever it stems from.
I think it's the human condition.
You took it right out of my mouth.
It's the human condition, dog. Like, I think just human beings in general just don't want those things. Like, nobody likes to feel stupid or like they don't know what they fucking talking about. Like that is some of the worst shit for people. Looking dumb.
You gotta train yourself to accept that such and such is not personal. You know what I mean? Right. It's like you gotta be so self-aware to be able to, and that's part of learning how to communicate, and that's what I'm saying. We're not taught how to properly communicate. We're taught how to talk.
Yeah, we're taught how to talk.
But like proper communication is something that as like you just kind of learn from experience or as an adult. There's books for it, but it's not like those books are in school. And many of us, it's not like our
that's
parents.
That's what it should be. Fuck.
I mean, it should come from the home of parents. Like your parents should,
you
know.
That's home.
I mean, a lot of things start at home.
But you know, not every your parents might not have got it. You know.
Most likely they didn't, especially in the ghetto.
You know what I'm saying? Like how therapy is just becoming a thing, and all therapy really is you talking to someone. You know what I mean? Because some outside force, dog, is just in relationships. Like it's just so much that comes with it.
It's just a lot. Yeah.
It's a layered deal, and so much depends on context too, of whatever the deal is.
Well, the wall. If anything interesting spoke out, did somebody say it that you want to shout out on the wall that said it might, you know?
I mean, no, we basically like talked about, like they was just saying, like this one chick at one point said, well, if you got the money, I don't know what the big deal is about the money as far as that topic about the niggas paying everything. Another chick was like,
ain't no free ride, ho.
Another chick was saying she refused to do 50-50. And one thing she brought, because the thing is, but one thing I will give these women is they were bringing up that how they were making up for not paying bills in other manners. You know what I mean?
So what is that?
Being a housewife.
Whether it's being a housewife, whether it's keeping shit. Like, it's like other efforts you could put out. Like, I would have to find what they were saying specifically, but...
Yeah, because honestly, like, just thinking off the top of my head, like, what is it? Like, how much of that... Like, how much are you doing to where it would make you not want to do 50-50 anything make sense?
That depends on what the nigga's threshold is.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Because so it's just case to case.
I mean, because
so let's say then that's the case. Then it is 50-50, and so at least it's something. It's not like you're not giving nothing.
That's my thing. No, that's what I'm saying. That I would rather you give something than nothing. Some women try to lay up here and not do nothing at all, effort wise or financially, and still want to live. And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
that's a gold digger.
But when a woman says some shit like, okay, because the reason why I'm saying this case by case is, let's say I'm an accountant. And my chick keep all my files organized, and because I hate doing that shit, and she keep that shit alphabetical order. She did it on some straight organization shit. And that shit don't give a fuck to me as Martin, an artist. If a chick did that, I would be like, okay, whatever. But to that accountant nigga who might need that shit like that, that might be the equal to having to pay somebody to So I'm saying the case by case of if your woman picks up, I don't want to say pick up the slack.
So the chick you give her should pick up some groceries.
Huh? No, I don't want to say pick up the slack because I just don't like the way that phrasing can come out. Okay. I want to say like if she can be a true partner in other manners that's not financial, I can respect that versus you just laying up here hoarding money and not even giving back to the whole.
If she helps the business that grows, that feeds them, then yeah.
My thing is this, because like just staying at home, if you have kids, like you just keep the house clean. You know, you wash dishes, you're cooking dinner, you're doing the laundry, you're running errands. What else? If you're doing all of that and helping out the business too, then
I mean it's effort. You know what I mean? It's a thing. There's a bunch of things that we can't think of on the top of our heads.
Whatever your part is, dog.
That matter as something of note. You know what I mean?
You gotta really be doing shit though, because I think a lot of these women who are saying they don't do 50-50 don't do like all those things that I just listed. Like they probably don't even do half of those things.
None of the ones that I talked to said that.
I'm like this, dog.
All the ones that was coming up on my wall talking about it were speaking on the manner of, if he's paying the bills, I'm doing this, and this.
Okay.
If he's paying the bills, I'm doing that, and that. None of because that's what I tried to give me props. So I was like, you know what? I can respect the fact that each one of y'all was talking about like viable things that you're still doing.
Yeah, like if there's like a laundry list of shit that you are doing though, then all right.
One chick was talking about like we're setting up some other side business that contributed to some other part of it. You know what I mean? It was these other things.
Yes. Yeah,
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I can respect other things. My gripe is specifically on the motherfucker that's just trying to tell me because I have a penis, I gotta pay for everything and they don't have to do
Period.
shit.
Ain't gotta do nothing.
That's
Yeah.
my issue. Just because I got a
Absolutely.
dick, I'm supposed to pay for everything? And no.
No.
You don't have to do nothing? You don't contribute?
Yes.
No, what?
Yeah.
That don't make sense logically. And it goes against what you claim you want within feminism at times when you start tripping on me about what I gotta do because of my dick.
Yeah, correct.
That's specifically what I'm on. What you trying to say, Joe?
Huh? Oh no, man. I'm just saying. You know, I was just agreeing with y'all, man. Like, y'all said a lot of that. I was agreeing with y'all. I'm like this, bro. You know, whatever part you play, as long as you play the fuck out of it.
What I'm talking about?
What's on the other side of this wall?
Oh man, Cardi B, man, he came at her neck about with Offset fucking dipped her on the red carpet and apparently they thought you could see her vagina. And so she posted butt naked on freaking Instagram.
Almost butt naked.
Yeah, but no, she butt naked. We just don't see everything. She, you know what I mean? She has no clothes on. We just don't see nothing. She has a strategically, you know what I mean? Think hair.
Yeah, about
strategically
hair,
placed.
boob,
Yeah, you
leg.
dig like.
I mean, far away.
Now y'all photoshopping it even more like, oh, Cardi. First of all, that ain't my right here. This is where I birthed my daughter from. This right here, the part that shows, when I go like this, that's just my when you got a fat right there.
Man, don't censor me.
Yeah, that's not the one I first saw. I saw the real one. She said fat ass and all that. I don't like
this
the
shit
censorship.
was so.
Let me let her
fucking.
finish. Let me let her finish.
This shit sucked.
This part right here, this is the part that gives the effort. You know what I'm saying? There's the part that like when you go like this in and out, that's what this feel. That's my you know what I'm saying? Y'all wanna look at me so bad, y'all should've went see me when I was stripping and I was promoting myself, like come see me. Now too bad.
She said, this is the part that gives the dick
Cushion.
comfort.
Yeah.
I said, damn, Cardi B.
I mean, it was raw and raunchy, but at the same time, I was just like, I don't think you had to do that, Cardi B. I don't think you had to do that.
You a pilgrim now?
The fuck that mean?
Nigga, a whole pilgrim.
He called this man a pilgrim.
Well, why am I a pilgrim? What does that mean?
Like they were Puritans, like, they were all like prudish and...
Nah, man. I ain't no pilgrim. I'm smoking weed. I'm a bad boy.
I think pilgrims probably smoke weed on them.
They probably burn it in a
So
fire camp.
why do you feel that she shouldn't have done this?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like, I don't know. Something about it I just didn't like. It was just like, this is my pussy. This is what it looks like. And this is my ass. And this is what it looks like. Don't get the two confused. And I was just like, all right.
I mean, she's already been naked on camera, though.
Nah, like, I don't know, dog. I just felt like, I needed it. Just like, I just kind of rolled my eyes to it. I was like, okay.
I feel like I can see where she's coming from, even if I don't think that's the move she had to make. But I'm not gonna hate on the move because it's like if you've been in the public eye all this time, you keep talking about you, and you have a moment with your mans, and she started off talking about how all these memes they was photoshopping her. But I'm still, you can't get frustrated. So I'm saying,
you got kids and shit watching and shit.
hey man, you're still a human being. So if she seemed like she just got mad that they had so many photoshops around her pussy because they started making memes about that area or whatever.
Okay.
So like, like on the flip, she was trying to be like on some body positivity shit. Look, I'm naked right here. Boom. If you want to talk about my pussy, so I can see where she was coming from with it.
Yeah, she was just embracing it.
Embracing it, yeah.
I'm still a fan of her. I'm just not this big a fan of this moment.
Cause my thing is, we be freaking demonizing nudity so much.
I don't know why, dog.
I don't really care about demonizing. I mean, you can be nude all you want. It just, I don't know.
I came into the world naked.
I don't know. I don't want niggas around my daughter.
As far as that, but I'm just still saying we be demonizing nudity a lot when we don't have to, like, especially the female body.
People's are pervs. Like
people can be pervs, but that don't mean that's not saying nothing against what I'm saying. Like, we demonize nudity in the way nudity don't have to be sexual. And that's the thing that we do in America. We make it way more sexual than it has to be. Other countries don't do that shit as much.
I don't know. I think other countries probably do it just as much, just maybe like in a different way.
You think those other countries where certain villages they got the women with the titties out at the huts and shit?
Right. All throughout Europe, dog, they are very different how they feel about the human form and the human body and showing it as such. We just starting to free the nipple in certain cities. You know what I mean?
Certain states. Oh man, America is only 300 some years old. Those countries are centuries.
It's just but you know, it's not even just about that. We often speak about how it comes from the religious shit. We can show violence galore to children. There's no deal. You show a nipple and all of a sudden, oh my God, they can't see your nipple. Yes, and it's like, damn, we are so sensitive about nudity here. And it's like, you know what I mean? Some people, because I can understand where Joe coming from if he talking about like why you gotta be talking about your pussy and your ass and the dick and the comfort and the cushion. I understand from a class standpoint. You like, mama, you ain't gotta talk like that. You could have been butt ass naked and still spoke it in a different manner. I can understand that. But some people just mad at her being naked. And that's when I'm like, man, let that girl be naked, man.
That's because people have body images of their own. Most of them
body issues.
Yeah, body image issues.
Dig, so it's just like that.
Like sacks of potatoes.
That's the only angle I'm talking about, cause you know, do what you want to do.
Dr. Robotnik, you hear me?
Nigga build like a isosceles track.
Bad build that nigga.
Because personally, dog, I don't know how I would react to fame in the moment for real. We think we know. But we don't really know how we'll react to fame, like real fame. People always trolling you fame. People always want something from you fame. It's like people always got eyes on you fame. Like mentally, dog, some people really be going nuts.
Yeah,
dog.
There's nothing to prepare you for it.
I think Bow Wow is a kind of quick case of that.
Shamos.
A lot of them. Bow Wow could be a lot of
good
them.
example.
A lot of them, dog. So it's like, if that's what she feel like, on one end, I could see I probably wouldn't do that. I don't know what the nigga, I might go blow up, go famous, and this like, dog, Bass is butt ass naked, showing his ass to old people because niggas was hating on him, and niggas.
I'm gonna say it was the drugs in Hollywood they trying to get you. Like they did more.
The bats pop something.
You hear me? I don't know. So, but I think sometimes I just think sometimes we too hard on celebrities about what we expect of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that.
I just don't be shocked, dog. They're celebrities, dog. They're on a whole different thought process.
They're on a whole different drug.
Right, like
in so many ways.
Super weed.
Like we do not understand they daily. They daily is nothing like ours, dude.
Yeah,
people constantly kissing your ass and talking shit about you at the same fucking time. Like we don't know what that like really feels like to have like real fucking like money, like other people getting buku money off of you all the fucking time. Like that shit probably fucks you up mentally.
Everybody want
to
use you.
Ways. Like everybody's trying to use you all the like every single day, and you know it, and you have to see them every single fucking day, and you know they're using you because as soon as your train stop, you know they're gonna vanish. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably mentally fucking.
And you're not allowed to make mistakes.
Right.
Us as regular motherfuckers make mistakes all the time and nobody see it. We keep living and keep getting respect and keep doing our thing.
Yeah.
But these niggas are such in the public eye that if they fuck up, oh my God, the world is ending. End them, cancel them, destroy them.
You gotta make straight A's.
Hey.
All the time.
As much as given. I forgot the rest of that.
Must get taken away.
Nah, nigga, from Spider-Man.
What?
With great
power
comes great responsibility.
He says much is given. I was so confused. Like, what?
Damn, boy.
Speaking of people that needs to be held accountable, though.
What else going on?
Raz B was recently arrested for domestic violence, but allegedly strangling his girlfriend.
Frying. Can't do that, dude.
But he got off apparently not too long after being arrested for this charge.
How? How did he get off?
Because the tour got to keep going.
So he even quit the tour twice at this point and went back.
Damn.
This little dude got issues or some shit, dog. I don't think he was ready for the tour, dog.
He ain't ready for none of it, dog. He's still dealing with the
Is it like just their tour or is it like a 90s tour?
No, it's like their tour and the people from like this era, like Chingy.
Lloyd on there.
Okay, so like a 90s tour, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lloyd, Chingy, Bobby Valentino.
More like a 2000 tour.
And somebody else.
Yeah.
And somebody else on that joint. I forget who else it is.
Wu-Tang Clan. I'm not Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang.
The Yang Twins.
Oh, I thought I said Wu-Tang. Nah. Wu-Tang and B2K. That'll be some shit.
You said Bobby V, right?
Yeah, Bobby V. Raz B is getting off.
Oh, Mario.
Mario on that tour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, he is on there. All right. But yeah, He's getting off clean for that fight he got into with his girlfriend during the B2K reunion tour. Raz B won't be charged for allegedly strangling his girlfriend during a heated argument outside of Macy's in Minneapolis. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office tells us after a thorough investigation, they didn't feel there was enough evidence to successfully prosecute the singer. The county's office tells TMZ cops talked to Raz B's girlfriend and witnesses and analyzed surveillance video from the scene, but didn't see sufficient evidence. Case dropped.
They had the video.
I gotta see the video because that boy like lifting her in the air.
It sounded like they said they checked the fucking tapes and they didn't see anything.
Who you paid off, Raz? Like you said, Joe, the tour must go on. Who from a higher position said, what I got to pay off?
No.
His girlfriend probably was like, nah, he ain't do it.
Baby, here, take this 80,000.
Why is it always the R&B niggas that be beating these women up?
Because it's always the ones who
They
think
sensitive,
ain't doing
bro.
it. Right, they playing all sensitive, goody two shoes, nice, pretty boy bitch that would never hit you. No, that's the main one hitting you.
Tell us how you really feel.
It's true.
Burning the Midnight Falcons.
I just did.
So many entertainers that are singers in the freaking history of music have been extraordinary domestic abusers. And it's like, yo, all these love songs,
Yep.
y'all niggas is nuts.
These
It's a
love
fucking
songs
flag.
are my apologies.
Right, he's paying a penance.
I wonder what Raz B been doing all this time. What has he been doing?
Beating on his girlfriend, apparently.
No, I'm talking besides that. I mean, like, does he have a job?
I don't know. I know he was on Living Hip Hop for a little while.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that's what a lot of them are
Going
going.
around.
Yeah.
Reality TV.
Yep. When your career is done,
But he's been going through it, man. He's still dealing with that rape situation.
which is why he shouldn't have been on the tour, cause the nigga there.
He right there looking.
If that nigga, if you accuse a nigga of molesting you, and you know he's gonna be also producing this tour, so you may have to be around him, why would you accept coming on the tour? You hear me? That don't make sense to me.
Cause you can't do the B2K tour without the whole B2K, I guess.
And if that's the case, my nigga, you should have been like, well, since I'm that important, this nigga can't come on tour with us. He can finance it even, but he can't be on the road. Because they said the first time he quit the tour, that nigga triggered him. You hear me? The second time, he flipped out about something else. And that's only the ones reported. For all we know, they might be all kind of ish, you know?
That boy's like, only Omarion know what's going on. He the only one that cares. I was like, word. All right, Omarion. Thank you for being a good friend, dog.
Marianne.
Y'all saw that Facebook has freaking banned like
Louis
niggas like
Farrakhan.
I was about to get to that, but first Milo Yiannopoulos.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah,
Who's that?
He's just this white conservative.
This complete
douche.
freaking douche troll job ass nigga.
Yeah, he's definitely a troll. Job.
Racist. He's a racist, homophobic, gay nigga from like Germany or something.
Really?
Yeah, he
Sounds like
nuts.
Is
entertainment.
he from Germany? I thought it was from just somewhere like up north.
I don't know. He has an accent.
he's a
That's all I
foreigner?
know.
He's from the Winterfell Tower.
Wherever
I
he
think
from.
he's American.
Wherever he from, fuck him, cause he be on some
Yeah.
other ish. And so people been trying to get his kind banned, but Farakhan got swept up in it. Like a lot of people mad that Farakhan got swept up in that joint.
I know, dog, because I ain't never seen Farakhan say kill the white man.
He's
or anything.
anti-Semitic. That's one of the reasons why. 'Cause he's-
Anti-Semitic.
Oh,
he
yeah,
said some
they
shit
don't-
and
they don't
fuck
play
the
with
Jews.
that.
What,
You're like anti-Jewish.
Yeah, he don't fuck with
basically.
Jews. He
Yeah,
said some anti-Jew shit.
They don't fuck
Why
around
they
with
say
that.
that was anti-Jew
Because
for
he's
real?
Muslim. Like that's.
So what he said that was ever anti-Jew, like, you know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
like Muslim is practically like anti-Jewish.
I want to hear what he said.
Google it. That's the
Dude,
reason
this
why
is
he
a
got
fact.
cut. Yeah,
This is
they
a
cut
fact.
him for that
This
because
is
of
a
that.
religious fact. Like if you know about fucking world fates, like Muslims and Jews are at odds with each other. Like they do not like each other at all.
I understand that, but I just think Louis Farrakhan is smart enough to not say nothing like that.
Nah, he
It's
is
different
the
time.
leader. He's a de facto leader of the fucking Muslim world, at least in this country.
Nation of Islam.
Like he's gonna stick to the script. Although, like he does say like a lot of positive things also, and that makes it complicated.
And that's what makes it complicated. Like,
he says a lot of positive
Like
things.
a lot of
but
positive things.
niggas got him
especially
on
for
record
us.
for saying
But-
some controversial things
Well,
about
that's
white
controversial
people and
shit.
about Jews, and
Yeah.
that's why he got. But the my issue is, okay, you got Yiannopoulos, you got this nigga Alex Jones, you got Farakhan, but you got other
Jones.
you got other big heads that you could be hitting. You know what I mean? Bigger if you're gonna get at Farakhan that says some more egregious things.
Who else could fry?
Trump.
Yeah,
that's not
I mean,
happening.
that's the president.
Of course,
So
it's not happening.
I'm trying to think.
But
So it's like Alice Jones.
Anybody that's really
Farrakhan,
that I would
Milo.
like to see banned.
Tommy Lauren.
Honestly, the people
I
that
think
talk
she
about
could
killing
be.
people, not like anybody like famous to non-famous that talk about death and destruction and supporting of like racism and like showing any racist ties. Anybody of that nature, not like nobody who's like people like even like not whatever him.
Lots of those people don't have huge platforms though. Like Milo got a huge platform. Alice Jones, like forget about it.
Right.
You know, Farakhan, forget about it.
Right. And then the other balance is this. The reason people feel played is because, like you said, Farakhan say positive shit too. These other niggas necessarily don't. But what if another one of these niggas was highly racist but say positive shit, then his right-wing side people will be riding for him just like black people right now riding with Farakhan because they'll be like, look all this cool shit this man says. But look all this homophobic shit this man says. And that's how that issue come. You heard me? It's just interesting. Snoop spoke up about it, of course, you know, niggas.
Cause niggas fuck with Farakhan.
A lot of niggas fuck with Farakhan.
Yeah, they do.
Man showed up to Nipsey's funeral.
Like, I do like some of the things he says. Like, some of them are very, very, very true. You know, like, we do need to stand up for ourselves and our people, like, in all kinds of fucking ways. But goddamn, he be saying some wild shit about white people and, you know, Jews and all that stuff, you know.
Snoop said, Facebook and Instagram just banned Minister Louis Farrakhan. I want to know for what? All he ever do is tell the truth, but y'all gonna ban him though. All right, what if we ban y'all? What if we stop fucking with y'all? Facebook and Instagram. The fuck y'all gonna ban Mr. Louis Farrakhan for putting truth out there?
How very emotional.
All right, ban Snoop Dogg. Let's get him out of here.
He followed up by calling for the company to block him if they felt any way about his protest.
Fuck you, nigga. I'm rich.
But we got a video. I know we had a video.
I would Mark Zuckerberg house. Nigga.
For real, that's how y'all feel? So Facebook and Instagram just banned the Minister Louis Farrakhan. I want to know for what? All he ever do is tell the truth. But y'all gonna ban him though. All right. What if we ban y'all? What if we stop fucking with y'all? Facebook and Instagram? How the fuck y'all gonna ban Minister Louis Farrakhan for putting truth out there? I stand with him. I'm with him. Ban me, motherfucker. Ban me. Because I'm going to keep posting this shit. I'm going to keep putting Minister Louis Farrakhan out there. That's my dear brother. Fuck y'all that got a problem with him. Sorry about that, Minister. I had to bang for you. I know you don't permit that. But that ain't right. It's not right. It's a bunch of motherfuckers y'all could ban. But y'all choose Minister Louis Farrakhan. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
See, the fucking problem is, dog, it's like, you right, Snoop, but you're not all the way right, dog. Like, you have to acknowledge, like, the real reason why they banned him. It might not be fair, but Minister did say the things that he did say, though. Like,
in a weird way, it's fair and unfair.
Yeah,
because
it's fair and
if
unfair.
they're going to ban a super racist ass nigga like this guy, then when those super racists come and hold Facebook accountable for not banning Minister Farrakhan for this stuff, then what can Facebook say?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things of both sides got points.
Yeah.
But the biggest point that we just said and Snoop said is this: you know, there's bigger fish.
Yeah.
There's way worse fish out there, so we better start seeing
more
more of these
I
other
need to see more
of these other niggas getting on this list. That's all I'm gonna leave it as, cause you know we don't know what's to come. We don't know what's
it just started, so
right.
You know,
Farrakhan up for Pickens though. That's
Say
crazy.
what?
Farrakhan was first up for Pickens.
I mean, they had to, if they had two white niggas, they had to throw a black nigga up in there.
say,
That was just politics.
Don't let us fucking slide like that.
Right, it's
You
politics.
should have threw that nigga that was on that be talking about LeBron all the time on Sports Center. Jason Fat Ass.
But what has he said that's racist or homophobic? He just say some shit that's coon. coon ain't gonna be that. Yeah, coonery ain't gonna get you fucking banned, nigga.
Lucky him.
But speaking of some racist shit, dog, what be up with these white kids and they prom proposals be being all?
The dads and moms psyched them up to do it.
Cause that one that went viral about the boy, he had the Kool-Aid and the Kool-Aid buckets and the watermelon.
Fried chicken.
I know why, son. I know exactly why. I think it's very simple. They're just trying to go fucking viral. Like, they know it's gonna go viral. Cause it's so fucking left fucking field. Like, did y'all really do this shit? Any minority person that sees that, like, they're instantly gonna screenshot it, post it on Facebook, Instagram, and it's like, it's just gonna be like really like it's just viral. Like I think that's just people just trying to go viral. That's all I think it is.
I think the next story we're gonna get into is that I'm not too sure what this is because it'd be kids, but we'll see. Hold up.
Racist promposal sign now gaining widespread condemnation.
To be frank with you, I thought, oh my goodness, this is awful.
Janice Wyckoff is the Clear Fork Valley Local Schools Superintendent.
Kids need to understand that when you're celebrating things, it doesn't give you a pass on using inappropriate racial slurs.
The Snapchat picture shows a high school student and his intended prom date holding a sign that reads, quote, "If I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you for prom."
This is a process. Growing up is a process, and this is one of those moments that's a teachable moment for this kid that will last a lifetime.
The superintendent says the district is disappointed in this situation. However, the student body here should not be defined by the actions of one student. The superintendent says the student was given a verbal warning about the sign once it became known, but she would not say if further disciplinary action is planned. Aside from the student will not be attending prom.
I don't believe that this is any groupthink on the part of the student body. This is one person making a bad decision that's going to reflect on everybody. This is actually a terrible day in Clear Fork Valley.
I think she's exactly right. Like, that shit reflects on everybody there, number one. Number two, a verbal chastisement, I don't think is enough. Like,
You can't go to prom.
well, that's whatever. Like, that's something, but he just...
We got to do some community service.
There's just gotta be like some type of real world instant punishment that he fucking gets for that. So you can know moving forward in your life, you can't just do shit like that and people just give you a fucking pass because that's what you used to. That's what you used to. You're a fucking child. Like, you know, like you're not getting really punished like in like major ways. But you need to learn that now because once you're grown and you do some crazy fucking shit, you know.
I mean, that's true, dog. Spoil the ride, spare the child. In a lot of instances, you know that happens.
You mean spare the ride?
Man, you know what the fuck out. Man, look what I said. I said what I said. Spare the ride, spoil the child. That's what I said.
I'm just trying to help you out.
All right, nigga. Cool. Anywho, yeah. You don't spank the motherfucker. He might fuck around and get spanked by the earth much harder. Real world might hit his ass with 2 tons.
That's all I'm saying. The real world might spank him, and that's gonna be way worse.
Way worse, you dig? But at the same time, I don't know. You know, I probably think I agree with that. That motherfucker go do some community service. I think in the black neighborhood.
Yeah, that would be good.
You know what I'm saying? Build up this motherfucker. Help build up this house. Learn da. Come back and report from this old lady who gives us this thing every fucking day.
The kid needs to get a swift and immediate punishment, like right now, so that he doesn't become an adult and become accustomed to doing stupid shit and not getting fucking punished for it. That's how you create monsters and getting churches burnt down and shit.
So y'all talking about spanking and shit though, but like y'all saw that CNN, got all these people talking about spanking is over in society.
In the White household.
I'm about to say that might be in their household.
Not in this house. I don't know, man. I think the era of like spanking your kids as is the only answer is over. But I don't know. There's some moments where, you know, I don't know. I don't know enough people who don't spank their kids. Maybe I'm in the wrong circle. Maybe there's a whole circle full of people in the world or in this country that not spanking their kids.
Well, yeah, there is. Because I remember when I got in college and I met a couple of people who told me that they never got spanked. And
Really?
I'm like, because that's the thing. I thought it was just like, you see, we're adults, so our generation is not spanking as much as our previous generation.
Yeah.
But when I met niggas my age, well, it was 2 chicks and a dude. But I was like, damn, you ain't never had a spanking? And I was like, wow. So, like, your people was like ahead of some curve or something. She was like, you know, they always just had other means, did other psychological shit.
I'm about to tell you, dude, because, like, I know one woman who wasn't spanked as a child, and she is completely fucking, like her concept of, like shit happening because you're doing stupid shit, like, it's clearly not a fucking thing with her.
But it got people who have been spanked that got that problem
True,
too.
true. Also, but I just, me personally, I just don't believe in not like verbally or physically spanking your kids. Like,
I don't think that
well, verbal is what they said. She's basically, said what's happening. Like, she got verbal situations or punishments or whatnot. But
well, like what a disappointed lashing of the tongue. Like, I am so disappointed in you. Go to your room.
Maybe, dog. Like, I didn't get all the specific details. I just was tripping. Man, you know who I'm talking. The one in particular was Miss Dillard. My girl Diana, man. She's Miss Dillard, light skinned, pretty.
That was before my time.
Well, yeah, son. She was one I was talking about. I thought, well, damn. Anyway, but yeah, and I was just tripped out. Like, she was one of the first people who told me, and then a couple people came after that, and I was like, wow, that's interesting.
But I guess it's also based on like financial situation, because like people that's going through something in a much impoverished area got much harder times to go through might need a little spanking because it's not as soft in their area.
Nah, I'm not gonna make spanking just a poor people thing. People spank of all
I ain't
creeds.
saying it ain't all creeds, but I'm just saying that like when you afforded knowledge like that these parents had, it also came with. I'm pretty sure she was in not a rich house, but like she had a nice 2-parent home, sound like, or some kind of great upbringing. Whereas in most impoverished areas, they don't have a chance to get that. So spanking is probably the next best thing, especially dealing with the circumstance they deal on a much harder scale, day by day basis.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying still, there's a lot of middle class motherfuckers giving their kids spankings too. Like, that's like I get what you're saying. Like, more people that don't have as much education may like resort to that, but they got also people that don't got education that don't. You know what I mean? It's like it's so that's a layered thing when we're talking about people, because I don't want to lean into stereotyping poor people. Of being like, because you're impoverished, you're most likely going to do this and that. When we all know, being in broke areas, that, we got a litany of different kinds of people in the hood.
They are a different litany, bro, but some of those numbers are real. As far as education, as far as people learning in certain impoverished areas, man.
I'm not talking about learning, we talking about spanking. I ain't never seen that education stats weren't real.
What I'm saying is that if they ain't got the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, then that's what I'm saying. The next thing is spanking, and you saying like, that's not always the case in the poor household.
I'm saying that's not a clear cut statement. That's not a what's the word I'm trying to look for? That's not a responsible statement to make, that because they're in a poor household, they don't have knowledge, so they're gonna spank their kids. I feel like I can understand that can happen.
It's a higher possibility.
Just because you don't have knowledge, you're gonna beat your kids. Like, what kind of knowledge we talking? Common sense or book sense? Because if we talking stats is all book shit. But they got people who might not have all the book shit, but still got a certain level of empathy or still a certain level of care that they might not want to operate in that manner. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't responsibly make that statement. I could say what you saying of, oh yeah, that can happen. Yeah, that can happen. That's a thing.
All right.
But poor means spanking, I can't give it that.
I ain't trying to make it that black and white. There's some nuances to it. But overall, would y'all spank y'all kids?
If they did something that warranted spanking.
What about
Well, I was just gonna say, like, not everything bad a child does needs to be spanked for. Like, I would spank my child if, like, I don't know, like if it was just doing something just totally egregious, like fighting at school, like you messing with other kids at school or some shit. Like, keep your hands to your fucking self. I wouldn't spank my kid if they like spilled like orange juice all over the kitchen or some shit. Like that's just like God damn it, son. But like I would only spank my kids if it was just something that was like, you need to be spanked for this. Like, you're just doing too much.
What about you?
Well, first of all, it's funny, we've had this conversation before. This happened on the podcast previously.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think there's a natural cutoff year. Some people be spanking kids till they too old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely
that's apart from a spanking and a fighting and a beating.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like when a kid has enough sense to be able to understand logic, then I don't have to necessarily put my hands on. Cause I know like a little baby might be like, slap your little hand because they don't understand. So you know what I mean? Like they got levels to chastisement by their ages, but there's a certain age that I think when I was younger, I probably would have been like, yeah, I'm gonna spank that ass. And now that I've learned more things, I'm like, I think I'm gonna try to be more patient about it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be way more patient about it, specifically as they get into their like preteen and teen years.
Yeah, for sure. Like in my mind personally, spanking like that's some shit that happens between the ages of like 3 and like
10.
No,
not even that old.
Like 3 and like maybe 6, maybe 7 years old. After that, you just gotta get punished.
I don't know. I can see a 10-year-old getting whipped.
A 10-year-old.
What, in the 5th grade?
I was in the 5th grade. If I'd have got spanked, like nah, I was getting punished.
I think my spank is
like nigga, you grounded.
I was getting punched.
My spankings and any hit from a hitting was stopped by my double digits.
I only got hit one time when I was in high school, but that was because it was egregious. Like I was failing like a few classes, and that tuition is expensive. And Marie Antoinette just was not having it. Like she asked me like, "Why you fucking up in school?" I shrugged my shoulders at that lady and said, "I don't know." She completely flipped her shit.
Costing me money.
I have never seen her rage like that. Like that's when she put her real hands on me. A whole fucking man had to like pull her off of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I knew why that happened though. Like I just really just touched her fucking nerve.
Yeah.
You know, but as far as like spankings and shit go, nah. Like when you're just a little badass kid, like between like 3 and fucking 6, like
I said 8.
Listen to me, son. But like 3rd, 4th fucking grade, no.
Yep.
Hand over your PlayStation, your fucking toys. Don't go outside.
Do some fucking push-ups.
Yeah.
Cut the grass.
Yeah.
All by yourself.
That
That shit
shit
better be sparkling, or you ain't getting no dessert.
Yeah, all that.
Cause that shit kind of changed me when she told me that she ain't never been spanked, and she sitting here like
She's
amazing
very alright, right?
Yeah, like I'm like, whoa, never.
And
like
we
you
got
said,
fear takers in our minds.
I stopped getting spanked like maybe like 7 or 8. Maybe I think the last spanking I could probably remember. At the oldest, I probably was 8. At the oldest, maybe 8 or 9.
Absolute oldest.
You know what I'm saying? They really didn't put that no more. It was other shit. It was psychological.
Yeah, it was psychological spankings.
You know what I
Nah, man, I can't say the same. It wasn't until I was about 17 them hands stopped getting put on me.
Well, see, there's a joke there, but I'm gonna leave it alone. But moving on, man. There's a Blackface, man. These kids were doing Blackface, and like I'm like, dude, like what's your fascination with Blackface and the N-word? Like,
bruh,
they just love it.
Yeah.
We know it's gonna offend you guys, but we can't help it.
Yeah, we can't help it. We're just gonna do it.
Hundreds of students staged a walkout at Homewood Flossmoor High School in Illinois, due to a bunch of fellow students posting Blackface
All right,
pictures.
walkout.
Yeah, hundreds.
Don't tolerate that shit.
The photos and videos which surfaced online over the weekend sparked outrage among students and parents who've called on school leaders to take action against the teens involved.
All right.
Tuesday's planned protest had to support the school's administration as students filled the streets chanting, "We want justice, we want justice." Former Homewood Flossmoor student Jason Hampton told the Sun-Times that the move for a protest gained steam when word circulated that the offending students would not be punished by the school. No expulsion, no suspension, no nothing. But
yeah, fuck the school then.
So yeah, that's why it was like, fuck that shit.
School don't care about us at all. They ain't gonna get no kind of punishment. Alright, yeah, they ain't gotta get expelled. They should have. They ain't gotta necessarily get suspended. They should have. But
if I whoop their ass, I better not get suspended. Then.
Right.
If they ain't gonna get suspended for their actions, if you find out that I fucked them up or we jumped them or whatever for being offended, nothing better happen.
Right.
I'm saying straight up and down, dog. Like y'all people, it's like a greatest hits package, dog. Like we getting into the late 2000s, y'all still doing that 60s, 70s, 80s shit.
I'm really glad. Like I just like to hear that a bunch of the students themselves are not taking it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like because usually it's like the parents and the adults, doing the protesting in the station. Nah, like the student body, like they just got up out of class and said, fuck y'all.
Right.
A lot of students of
good.
this era for the last decade have been doing shit like that. I've been noticing.
I fucking hope so.
Walking out and shit.
Kids been standing up in this generation.
They've been getting a lot more, been forcing a lot more of their voice in. You know what I'm saying? That's real. It's real talk, dog. As a kid growing up, I never thought I'd walk out to school like, man, fuck this school. This way doing us right. Nah, nigga, like if I don't stay in school, my mama gonna whip me.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Oh, nigga.
Elderly white couple charged after video shows them assaulting teenage girls at Georgia movie theater.
That's hilarious. That old man should got snuck by one of them girls.
3 Georgia parents are demanding harsher consequences for an elderly couple they say physically assaulted and racially berated their children at a movie theater.
That is so crazy.
Dude. They were leaving a local movie theater on April 420 when an elderly couple approached them. The exchange left 2 of the children physically hurt and all of them emotionally harmed, according to documents and statements from their parents.
How old were the kids?
The couple, Larry and Antonia Rader, were arrested and charged with disorderly conduct, but the parents of the children are not satisfied. The young girls in the couple were reportedly at the movie theater to see Pet Sematary. The alleged victims recounted the reports that the event was temporarily halted after 2 adults told management that some kids were letting their friends in to see the movie for free. After a brief visit from the establishment supervisor, the movie continued. However, one of the elderly people in attendance was infuriated by the film's end. According to reports, the raiders approached 3 girls and accused them of partaking in the actions mentioned. Parts of the exchange was caught on video by onlooking teens. The young person recording the interaction is heard laughing, but both involved parties appear to take the issue far more seriously. In the video, Antonia scolded the teenagers. "We have to respect each other," she said. Furthermore, she argued that their phone should not be used during a public viewing. "You open the door." Where can I get this video? I want to see the fucking video.
Yeah.
Is this it? There we go.
Thompson want justice after they say their kids were attacked by 2 adults at a movie theater. The Thompson Police Department arrested and charged a man and a woman in the incident. News Channel 6's Renetta Dubose joins us now live with this story. Renetta, the parents say disorderly conduct is not a severe enough charge for what their children experienced.
Jenny, 3 friends went to see Pet Sematary last Saturday in Thompson, and during that film, the teens tell me 2 adults reported that some kids snuck their friends inside the theater without paying. Well, management looked into the situation and left, but after the movie ended, the teens say those adults took matters into their own hands.
We have to respect each other. What you tell me to use our space? No phone, you go to the movie theater, you open the door and so
This cell phone video captures a group of girls and who appears to be Larry and Antonia Rader talking to the teens about who opened the exit door inside the movie theater. Although the person recording the video is laughing, a very serious argument ensues between the kids and the adults, and then one bystander captures this.
Hush! Wait, you hush! There are a bunch of monkeys! You are mad! You know me! You're going to end up on the street doing drugs! No!
It's unclear what happens after that statement, but April 20th at the theater is very clear to these 3 girls and one mother arriving to pick up the crew who witnessed the unthinkable.
As I was running towards her, I see the gentleman hit my daughter.
Sherelle Yarbert says her 14-year-old, Takara Darden, texted her 15 minutes prior to the show ending like she always does. But when she pulled up, it was chaos. Darden says the couple came towards them very aggressively.
Right here on my face. And it was swollen that morning, but it went down.
The Raiders were arrested and charged with disorderly conduct. But Larry Rader tells us they were actually the ones physically hurt.
One of the larger, older teenage girls ran and knocked my wife over, ran over, knocked her down, pushed her down, and I bent over to try to protect her, and as I was doing that, got protect her from being kicked and all that. As I got up, then one of them, either the same one or another one, knocked me down.
Comiskey Afu says her daughter, 14-year-old Micaiah Burnett, was sent to the hospital with a contusion to the eye after she says she was hit by 63-year-old Antonia Rader.
You harass these kids, you follow these kids, you put your hands on these kids. It'll be a different story with 2 grown people.
The parents are...
I can see you sneaking a nigga, if you feel like that, about you being Captain America and all that for a grown adult. These are fucking kids, bruh. Kids be fucking kids. If anything, dog, just take it up with management if you feel some kind of way about it. Beat the fucking manager up if they don't have the ticket. They must have their fucking ticket if the manager left, so you should have left it fucking alone. But you want to take it upon yourself to be a fucking dick, and your wife is some kind of Russian jackass. Like, this kind of video, I'll be like, falafel. Like, fuck this shit, dog. That's the everyday shit. They be like, bruh. But real talk, what can you charge him with? You know what I'm saying?
Assault.
I mean, like, you charge him
with assault. Yeah, hear me? Did you hit my kid? Assault. Battery. That's what you charged them with. They should not have taken it upon themselves to talk to these children. You had no proof of nothing. If they snuck into the movie, did you get in the movie? Did you see your movie? Fine. Go home. Leave people alone.
Yeah.
You put your hand.
Danger of a minor.
Something, dog.
Now, here's a few charges you can get
besides disorderly conduct. I feel it, parents. Like, if my kid came over with a swollen face, bitch, you need to catch this goddamn charge.
Because I'm about to catch
Because I know damn well if they attack some white kids, they getting some damn charges. You hear me? It's just so trippy, son, that the country keeps showing us what it is. And meanwhile, this one nigga, dog, had a whole sex slave of a teen, and he got off.
How?
He got off, son. And I'm like, Georgia man who used a teenage girl as a sex slave had, come on, Papa, leave me alone. As a sex slave and kept her in a dog cage will not serve any prison time.
Insanity?
Georgia man, 17-year-old girl, keep her in prison in a dog cage, will not go to prison. He pleaded guilty to first-degree cruelty to children and interstate interference with custody on Thursday. The 33-year-old was facing 10 years and 8 months behind bars. However, 10 years, 8 months. However, he was given an 8-month credit for time spent at a detention center in Gwinnett County, Georgia, before posting bail. He will serve the rest of his sentence on probation. He will also have to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life.
Oh my God.
Well, that's very easy. Send this nigga right back on the street like that, huh?
Wow.
In a cage, dog. That's so crazy.
Wow, dude.
You don't get no more crazy than that.
Per Bustle, Judge Timothy Hamill rejected his appeal for a lesser first offender status instead. This classification would erase the suspect's plea deal from his criminal record. Hamill justifies his decision because he did not notice any repentance from the convict throughout the course of the trial. I don't see any emotion from him. Why did you give him this bullshit?
Right.
And in my time on the bench, I could count on both hands the time I refused to give someone first. Blah, 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 blah. Dude, how did all this come out? This nigga just got off, dog.
Where they at again? Where was this happening?
Georgia, not Florida.
Okay, Georgia. South. Georgia sometimes show their ass too.
Yeah, I mean, they can, dog. But generally speaking, America, dog, when we care about rape and pedophilia and shit, dog,
I hate it.
We with it.
Hate it.
In a cage, dog.
In a cage.
No jail.
First, they would give him 10 years. Like niggas should do 25 to life.
But he ain't getting 10 years. He getting probation. I'm like, okay, he did 8 months here. Why he ain't getting the rest of his 10 years?
Sex offender.
How is this possible?
But he get to walk the streets and breathe.
I ain't getting the rest of his 10 years.
They got niggas with weed charges doing 10 years.
Son, this DC cop just handcuffed this 9-year-old boy for just being around a 9-year-old, son.
Oh, no.
Like, why, son? Why?
Because a 9-year-old leaned on his car, son.
Wow.
What kind of fucking The Wire ass shit is this?
Son, so I'm like, dog, these type of things, I just be looking like, dog, like, y'all niggas fucking goofy. Like, so much just be coming across just goofy, dog.
Yeah.
And of course, we got more people killed by police, just to throw that out there. You know, this couple that was singing together, they were shot by police a couple of weeks ago. This Oklahoma teen was shot by police naked. I'm like, y'all just keep shooting us, y'all keep killing us, but double standards don't exist, and we supposed to just kowtow. Now, when niggas, I just wonder what inciting incident would it really take for niggas, for the government to really do something about some of these unfair laws or unfair situations that happen, whether we talking rape, whether we talking cop shootings.
Some rich white girls gotta die.
I feel like we've already had all of them, dog.
Dude, that a nigga killing cops and that still didn't change shit.
We've already had the fucking situations, dog.
It's gonna be an all-out war.
It's just America being exactly what it was meant to be, I guess. I guess,
America.
As I can say, I guess, bro, dog. Like, some of these stories just get you like, damn, yo, like I said, I'm all about logic, dog, and I don't see how logically any of these motherfuckers can pull some of the shit they be pulling. Period. But yeah, y'all, that was that ETOUFEE
of the day.
You feel me? Yeah, that's a bunch of little shits right fast, man. Let's get to that dose of NOLA'Murica.
All right.
We got to stop fighting. Your brother cannot be your enemy. We used to hang from trees, and now we're who they all want to be. But we're star pro saints. We're still living, trying to make the ends meet. Our bloods are kings and queens, not what they made us believe. The community, more of a dynasty.
On a dose of NOLA'Murica, dog. We're gonna start it off with
a little ass whooping. A little whooping. Oh.
Before that whooping.
Yeah! Game over, baby! We live! Read it, what you say?
The niggas out the 3, they fuck with me. I ain't never had a phone, my hoes know how that go. Dip through the 6, holla at Jiggle. Say Bernard Purge, they got them dog ass niggas. T out the 8, so I'm fucking with that. But my hoes say the 9 is what it's at. 10 raw niggas, I heard they got them figures. 11, it's raw, 13 killers. Fucking with that Fisher, you're gonna get your issue. 17 BTYP town nigga. Eat my hitter, but that's my hitter. That's my hitter. Hold on, put that dick in my face. Let me see how it tastes. If it tastes like water, I'm gonna suck it even harder. I'm gonna rock on that dick. I'ma drop on that dick. I'ma eat that dick. I'ma with that dick. I'ma creep with that dick. I'ma sleep with that dick. I'ma eat with that dick while I'm all on that dick. Just rocking on that dick. Just rocking on that dick. I'ma block that dick. I'ma drop that dick. I'ma knock on that dick. Pop that pussy for that dick. On that dick.
Yeah, so let's do all this on Reedy.
Shout out to
Game
Reedy.
Over Reedy.
What up, crazy ass?
Yeah, you know, she was popular mostly for this song. For that dick.
Yeah.
And recently a story dropped out here in New Orleans about how she put a 5-year-old in an Uber to go to school, and the Uber driver brought the 5-year-old to the cops because they felt like, they was trying
child neglect.
They thought it was child neglect because apparently they was trying to give the kid back because like the kid too young. She's 5, motherfucker still need a car seat, and apparently she just did one here and that and stayed in the house. And it became a controversial conversation in New Orleans. Some people were saying that the driver was wrong because the driver could have just not taken a fare. Some people were saying Reedy was tripping because like you put your 5-year-old in the car with a stranger. What the hell wrong with you? And yeah, so it's been a talk. It's been a talk. What's your opinions on that whole situation?
They both wrong. Reedy wrong because she shouldn't have sent the fucking kid by herself to ride with anyone. That's a millennial mistake. You know what I'm saying, to use an Uber, because the thing is, I understand where she's coming from, or how she could track the car, got all that information, this and the third, but you just don't do that. That nigga wrong because he broke Uber code for taking the kid from jump. Then he wrong for taking the kid to a destination that he chose to take him to. Then he also wrong for because I think he only did it because Reedy was who she is, and he knew that.
I doubt if he knew who Reedy was.
Yeah, she ain't famous like that.
Yeah, because the thing is,
underground on some shit.
This New Orleans though, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's not like people a lot of people, a lot of people, and Reedy in New Orleans, maybe not in the world as much, but I mean she gotta be much known in the world because she's been on The View. They reviewed it on it's on BT News. They even talked about it, and she was Don't Get a Day with Charlamagne the God.
That don't mean that guy knew who she was when he picked up the kid.
Right.
I think that he did. It's a possibility he didn't, but I think that he did.
Because I didn't know who she was when the story dropped, and then I remember, that's that for the D chick. They put up a picture, they put up a name. I was like, who that is? Like, what is it?
I mean, you made it known, but like I said, if you talked about it, she.
No, but what I'm saying, just a nigga like me can exist who's very plugged into shit that's in New Orleans, and I didn't know who she was by just saying her name or just seeing her picture. I had to go back. I was like, I remember that video. This a random Uber driver nigga don't necessarily know her. Everything else you said got credence, but that one, that's kind of we can't say on that one. I don't know.
We don't have facts on it, but that's my own opinion on it. That's how I feel about it.
Why would you feel that way?
It just seemed like I don't know, just I'm trying to get my name out there, trying to say look what Reedy doing, I'm kind of thing.
That's not how he played that. He went to the police.
Cloud chasing?
Yeah.
But he didn't put that out there. He didn't do that and just say, Reedy, da-da-da-da. That happened, and she made it a thing because people was coming out because she got arrested. And then she put his face out there. Because she felt played. Yeah, she felt played. So she put his face out there. Niggas didn't know who he was.
I don't know, dog.
And then that's when niggas started coming for his ass because,
He still took the money, too.
Well, he couldn't help but take the money once the fair happened. You know what I mean? Because she said,
but
that was going to come regardless. He couldn't stop that.
Overall, he shouldn't have took the fucking ride. And she shouldn't have sent the man without her. She should have got in the car, rode him, and rode fucking back.
Right. She should have rode and rode back on the Uber. And she put herself in that situation.
That was a learning millennial mistake that she had to learn off from.
Niggas, dog, they recently be having Uber niggas and rape motherfuckers and attack motherfuckers. Right. So many crazy ass Uber stories, dog. You don't need your kid to be no statistic being put in that situation, dog.
That's true. But I remember growing up, dog, even at 5 niggas just saying 5 years in cabs.
That don't mean that's right.
No.
That don't mean that's right. Just because it happened in a previous generation don't mean that it's smart. We've learned since then.
5 years old?
Still had a car seat.
Ain't no
5 years
fucking
old.
way,
Yeah,
dog.
Still had a car seat. That when they was
never send my
tripping.
body home.
Ever. I would not send them. That's
a fucking baby.
You should be in trouble for sending a 5-year-old. And the thing is,
That's too
and the thing
young,
is,
dog.
a cab ain't as bad as an Uber. You know what I'm saying? A cab ain't as bad as a fucking Uber.
I think an Uber is not as bad as a cab because an Uber you have all the information of the driver and you can track the car. You cannot do that with a cab.
A cab got a whole setup that's separating y'all. That Uber driver is right there in his personal car can touch this motherfucker like they've been doing, son. And I don't think either one of them is cool. I'm not about to send my 5-year-old in no goddamn car.
It's just not happening.
That's too intimate.
Too young, dog.
Too young.
I just
Too
understand,
young.
like I don't accept it, but I do understand why people think it's a okay idea.
And how many stories do we have on some of them 5-year-olds, something happening to them? You got to go there. You got to go into that level too.
No, let something would have fucking happened to that child.
No kids deserve to be in a position to be a statistic.
Let one thing would have happened to that boy.
Let really be a dude and sent his daughter in the car with a nigga.
Let's talk about that.
That'd have been a whole different situation.
You know what I'm saying?
5-year-old girl in the car with some random Uber nigga.
Real talk, you're pretty fucked if you're not if you're a minority. If any situation come with you like that on both sexes, you're pretty fucked.
You can miss me with
all of it, no matter what the race is.
Yeah. Right.
All that shit crazy to me. I'm like, that's 5. And once again, when they say motherfuckers still use the car seat,
that was dumb, reading. That was dumb.
None of the examples about the RTA, none of the examples about airplanes, none of that shit hold no weight to me, dog.
None of them.
From the dump, that was crazy.
So check this out. My little girl is 6 years old, right? And she's about to get on the plane. I don't want her to get on the plane without her mother.
Different.
How's that different?
The plane has, first, that's a government facility, and they have specific chaperones that check on a kid periodically, and there's a certain age that a kid can't even fly by themselves.
Right.
That's very different from a nigga in his car on an Uber.
There are mechanisms in place with flying for kids.
I was a flying kid when I was younger, dog. They put you in a specific seat.
Yeah, they got specific seats.
Motherfuckers checking you out. It's a government plane. You know what I mean, nigga? That's feds you fucking with. Something happened to that fucking kid.
Right.
You
They
hear
are
me?
not fucking around.
Nah, man. None of that, though. Not the same. And then you got to be at least, I think, 8. 7 or 8.
Minimum age requirements.
Come on, man.
Miss me. I'll take my baby. If I can't get him to school, then guess what? He just ain't
going to school. He ain't going to school today.
You got to stay at home with daddy.
I mean, kindergarten is a good point of school, but at the same time, it's not. You can miss a day.
You could.
You ain't
I
got
missed many days in pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, second dog.
I still have a brain.
Doing okay here.
I see what I did do. Ride with a stranger who dropped me off at the police station.
You did what I'm saying?
Now, this is one thing that our homie Lou Lewis is saying. His problem with it was he felt played that this black man brought this kid to the police station, possibly getting him caught up in the system.
This is not the time for that.
That's what
This
Lou
is
is on
not
with.
the time for a whole black man in jail. Nah.
No, not the black man in jail. You talking about the kid? So
About the kid getting put in the system.
Like starting the kid off early into the system of like you know.
Not the same. That's a reach.
I don't think that's a reach. Like I mean, like if
the
you
kid didn't fucking do anything.
That's what I'm saying. You bring him to the police, and that's his first beginnings of a young man of what he possibly like a foreshadowing of his possible future.
Oh, that's not even what he was saying. He was talking about breaking up a family. He was talking about even though Reedy made that mistake, what if she lost her kid? What if they started what if that situation happened like that they hit that child?
And that's on Reedy, because it's my opinion that that wasn't the right fucking move.
No, that would be on Reedy, but Lou deal is, did her transgression warrant her to have to lose her kid to the foster system?
I don't think so.
And that's what he's saying could be a possibility if she got hit with a certain charge. Would if that tore up the family?
I mean,
and it's
like you brought this kid to the police
and that's
station.
what that's what he's saying. His issue was you brought his kid to them people to get this family broke up when he could have just, I guess, got out his car and brought the kid to the door. I don't know
if she wouldn't come outside though, or if she just like went inside.
I don't. It's hard to believe, dog, that the dude was like, "No, I'm not taking the kid." The girl was like, "I'm not taking my kid back." I don't.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Like, get my kid out of here. No, get him away.
Yeah, no, she went inside and motherfucker was calling back for her and she didn't come back outside. But on the flip, I mean,
I would have left the kid there.
I would have left the kid there, but the kid said, I don't know. We don't fucking know. Like I said, it's hard for me to believe that he knew who the fuck she was of all people.
Yeah.
You hear me? It's just, it's a sticky situation.
Leave the kid there. Leave the kid there. That was the biggest thing you should have done was left the kid there.
Don't put your kid in the Uber.
Right.
That's the best thing you could have done. Don't put your kid in the Uber.
That was the best thing you could have done that could have avoided everything. You was the key holder to every situation of this.
You was gonna stay inside while your kid outside knocking, mama.
Right.
Like that's what you about to do? I'm leaving that kid.
And just when you,
because the thing is, once you take that kid, that's kind of kidnapping.
Right. It's on you now. You got the kid. Nope, I'm not being.
Then your bride said you took this nigga to the take this nigga to the school. You took this nigga to the police
I will
station.
take my
That's suicide kidnapping.
at Uber. Yeah, like
you took this man. Not only did you take this man and you ain't supposed to do it because of Uber, you took this man not to his destination.
So it's child neglect and kidnapping. Either way it go, that's the shit that happened in New Orleans. Next up, thief tries to steal phone from mid-city martial arts instructor and got his ass whooped.
He got son. I saw the video. I wish I had that audio though. She gotta exclude the video.
I mean, I never watched the video. I just read the story. I was like,
it's pretty decent.
But I can definitely appreciate the serving that he or she served up because thieves are assholes.
Kicking and punching is nothing new for martial arts instructor Meredith Livingood.
I did Taekwondo as a kid.
Now she teaches at 36 Chambers here at the New Orleans Boxing Club.
We teach classes in Kung Fu and Chinese kickboxing.
Those moves came in handy yesterday when this wannabe robber almost got a knockout punch. The man approached her pretending he was interested in classes. She didn't have a printout, so she told him to check out their social media page.
His phone wasn't working, so I got my phone out to show him where to look on the Instagram for the schedule. So now we're going to take the knee up higher.
She tried showing the man classes when suddenly he snatched her phone away and tried taking off on his bike. Oh, but he didn't get far.
Got him by the neck and was able to hold his leg so he couldn't move, and then I was able to get the phone back and push him away, kind of got him in the face once, and then herd him away from our student back to his bike to get him out of there as quickly as possible.
Did he scream? Did he react anyway?
There was only screaming after I got him off.
He stepped at the wrong garage.
Lo Floyd lives next to the gym. He caught it all on surveillance video. At first, he wasn't sure if it was real or not.
But then I saw the anger in the situation. That's when me and my buddy ran down, and I ran down with my bat. So, but Meredith, she already had it taken care of already.
You know, every time he looks at the footage, he's blown away.
The fact that I've already known that she was already a black belt, I knew it was in her, but to finally see it, I'm not gonna cross her.
This thief.
Even our gentrifiers gonna kick your ass in this goddamn city.
Yeah, I know. Right? That's why everybody's like, where does fucking Tai Chi lady come from?
Here's the thing though. The only thing I will say this: do not do that.
That's what the cops told her.
Yeah.
The cops said that recently. They said don't
do that.
Shit.
You
can pull that pistol on you
can get
or that
yourself
blade.
fucking murdered. Yeah, you can get yourself killed.
Trying to be kung fu lady.
Yeah, like I'm glad it actually worked out.
Yeah,
like that's really a fucking movie though. Like that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? So just my advice to anybody listening, you know, that was good for her. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out trying this shit.
But be real with some real shit though, D. Niggas steal your shit off your table or whatever. You ain't about to go put them hands on them?
Wait, what?
If niggas steal your shit off your table that you selling your dick straight, you ain't about to go put them hands on them?
Most likely, but that's different though. Like it's a nigga taking a t-shirt. Like you about to pull a gun on me for a t-shirt?
No, I'm saying nigga took her phone, so she about to put them hands on him.
Well, that's something that can be like resold for like money and shit. You know, like a t-shirt. I feel like if a nigga
I think it's also about pride. Nigga ain't about most people about to let nobody take nothing from them.
Yeah, like if a nigga tried to take a t-shirt.
It's hard to tell a nigga not to take it because it's dangerous, but at the same time.
That's like a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying you wouldn't chase him if they took a t-shirt?
I probably wouldn't. I'd probably be like, you fucking puss ass nigga. But I mean, if you just take a fucking t-shirt, now if you just try to take like a big slew of some t-shirts, I might have to come and fucking like, you know, trip you up or some shit.
Don't you know martial arts?
Yeah.
So he'll put it like this. If you don't know martial arts, don't try that shit. She a whole black belt. She felt like she could dodge a bullet or something.
I would have been strapped in that, but niggas stole my phone. I would have snuck him.
Yeah,
I'd have fought for my phone back. I would have tried to kill him. But martial arts saved her from restraint.
Exactly.
I'd have probably had no restraint.
Because that was a little slim white lady that could kick some ass. So
yeah.
Shouts out to her.
Big ups to her.
So let's get to that no, huh?
Bitch, I know you lied.
Bitch, I know you fucking lied. I know you fucking lie. Bitch, I know you fucking lie. I know you fucking lie. I know you fucking lie.
So apparently there was a big deal about Taylor Swift biting Beyonce.
Of course.
I mean, she did though.
Yeah, me or Chella.
Oh man, y'all saw that whack ass video?
I saw it, yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it either. I was like, wow, the blatant disrespect.
Yeah.
How dare you? Like, after you knowing she just dropped Homecoming.
Right.
Not just only that she did it Coachella last year,
Right.
but she just dropped this shit just now.
Right.
And you come with this fucking band, and then you come with the same pose, looking all fucking weak and whack, and it's just so disrespectful when you know what you're doing. But the thing is, the white girls that you cater to gonna love it. They're gonna love it because the thing is, you are their white Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want to like Beyonce because she's black. That's why they chose you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're that. And Katy Perry, somebody said long ago, they warned us a long time that she's a fucking thief. Besides all white people being thieves.
Well, this ain't the first time she bit Beyonce.
No.
In particular.
But this is the most blatant. Nah.
Now the other one was blatant as fuck too.
Yeah.
One thing I'm gonna put this on as well is why your people let you do this?
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
They got okay to go for that.
Cause I'm like, man, like if I'd have seen Homecoming drop, and I know that I've been previously accused of biting Beyonce.
Yeah.
I would have, if I was her people, a publicist or whomever, I would have called a damn audible.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, look, we got to do another kind of show because, man, we don't want this kind of heat. We already know where this could go. Don't you pay people to advise
smoke,
you?
nigga.
Right.
She's saying this is gonna give me more publicity because I'm gonna do it, and the white people that fuck with me gonna say I did it better.
Oh, yeah, and that's some goofiness shit.
Yeah,
No, Beehive to her to pieces. The Beehive like to do. What's her name? The one that used to fuck with Big Sean, who got the biggest, who's like the #1 artist right now.
Janae Aiko?
No, that's not Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande has got hit with a lemon at one of her performances.
Why though? I just don't understand why.
Because they had that rumor that she got paid more than Beyonce for Coachella.
So they hit her with a lemon. That's so
Lemonade. Yeah.
That's
So the Beehive is eating it, dog.
Yeah.
They do not
Lemons,
play.
bitch.
Wow.
Sing on that note, ho.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm not mad. But I just think that's a huge disrespect, though, dog. Like in 2019, the fact that you pulling that move, why we still fucking with Taylor Swift or anything? Why she's on billboards?
Because white people love her.
I'm about to say she is beloved.
White people love that girl. Love her.
Taylor Swift, that is America's fucking
Sweetheart, legitimately. They love her. Like, that's not, yes, that's why.
Taylor Swift.
Remember she did September?
You just said it, like, even though Beyonce is a bigger artist, you just said it. She is their Beyonce.
Yeah.
Even though white people love Beyonce, she is the white people's Beyonce still. Beyonce's for everybody, but she ours. Taylor Swift's for everybody, but she theirs.
She did the cover of September, dog. She fucked it all up.
Hey man, that's what she do. I bet
She
you her
put
people
extra
like that
mayo on
shit.
that shit, dog.
Well, she can't help it. She is mayo. Mayo
Extra
cheddar.
mayo, extra hummus.
Like not even
all
spicy
that.
mayo though, dog.
When there's gonna ever be spicy mayo in a Taylor Swift? Ha! Anyway, moving on. This one lady, dog, got cocaine in her purse, and she blamed it on a windy day.
Yeah, you gotta blame it on somebody.
Authorities in Florida say that a Florida woman is blaming a windy day for the cocaine that police found in her purse.
Not in Florida, son.
Kanisha Posey was one of 2 passengers in a car stopped by Fort Pierce police in late March. Police said officers smelled marijuana and that after searching the car, cocaine and marijuana in separate bags were found inside a purse Posey had on her lap.
You got weed and coke on you.
Listen, sir. Excuse me, sir. I do got the weed is mine, but this coke.
I don't know where that came from.
This came out of thin air, so it flew in the wind, son.
Authorities said they questioned Posey about the drugs, and according to the police report, Posey responded, "It's a windy day. It must have flown through the window and into my purse."
So I bet the most country shit you ever heard.
Posey was charged with a felony count of cocaine possession and a misdemeanor count of marijuana possession. She was later released on bond.
Right, stupid ass.
Stupid, goofy little ass.
Hey, bro, I don't know, dog. I bet that cop got a good laugh.
I'm sure he did.
Son, as they arrested that ass, they got a great laugh.
Of course you gotta arrest him. That's the final act. That's the final countdown for you, dog.
I mean, that's just
Like you got
hilarious.
cocaine on you. It flew in your purse, man. You
From
should
the
be stand-up
window
comedy.
into your
Comedian.
purse, into your closed purse.
Stupid ass.
And the last one up on NOOO, how mad this man's charged with body slamming his woman for unplugging his PlayStation.
Are you
That's
serious?
ridiculous.
Nashville man has been charged with domestic assault after someone unplugged his PlayStation. Police said Joshua Stone got into an argument with the victim while playing video games. He told officers the woman unplugged the PlayStation, so he body slammed her. She suffered injuries to the head.
Damn.
Say, son, you go to jail.
Go to jail.
You over there over a game, dog. Body slamming people, dog. Your girl and all that. The person is supposed to be your lover and friend. Go to jail, son. See what body slam get feel like on some concrete when a nigga over there making you his bitch.
I mean, even
come out Islam and pray to your Muslim God.
I mean, even if they do have a fucked up relationship, I mean, you slam people kind of video games, huh? Like,
I think there should be like we should add this to government law of a stupid nigga tax charge. Like, if you if you do something very stupid logically or what have you, we should hit you with like extra time or like an extra charge, like stupid nigga taxes. That should get stupid nigga taxes.
That shit right there should be like 6 months in jail.
Like extra, you know on top of whatever that actual. Oh, because he probably ain't getting jail time for it, huh?
I don't think so. Probably get all this.
Well, he should get something for being dumb.
You know what I'm saying?
You need a timeout from the world.
Yeah, at least 3 months in jail. Something, dog. You need to go to fucking jail, dog.
Yeah, you need some jail time. You need some time, dog.
You body slam somebody over a game. They tripping, dog. You tripping. You are not fit for society.
Right. You need to take a timeout.
You need to fucking regather in group, dog. You know what I'm saying? Maybe go to a low ass jail where you can chill at. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do this program where you come every fucking weekend. I don't give a fuck. But you gotta go.
He said come every weekend, so you gonna go to jail for the weekend?
Yeah, they gotta do that.
And then go and sit in jail for the weekend? They do
that's
that?
not
Yeah.
You get that shit for like traffic crime.
Son, I was over there in Jefferson. What's not Jefferson Parish? What's that over there, Mandeville? What's that parish over there?
No, it's like, I don't know. St. Tam.
Yeah, I was in that parish, dog. And the dudes, I was there for the weekend, dog, because we was over there trying to get something. We were trying to get somebody out. No, what the fuck was that? We were waiting for, I don't know, dog, I was with Darren. We was waiting for somebody out there for some fucking reason, dog. And I was like, okay, we out here. And we had this fucking police station, dog, waiting on some of these fucking people just arrived. I said, what y'all doing there? He said, we about to come in for the weekend. I said, what the fuck is that? He said, we about to come in for the weekend. We, you know what I'm saying, we did so much time with this and the third that we like, and our crowd was so small that we do the rest of the time when we come in on the weekend and the rest we get out. You know, that's my last 2 weekends.
That don't feel like something that's across the board though, dog. Like,
I'm just saying, I don't give a fuck. I mean, it exists.
I'll go to
So,
jail. If I went to jail right now, I'd be like, hey, Judge, can we just do that plan where, you know, I only go to jail on the weekends and I go home, you know, 5 days for the work and shit, fuck my bitch, and then, you know, I go back to jail, you know, on Friday night. That's what I prefer.
You got jail plans out here.
I would prefer that.
I mean, if you don't mind, sir.
If you don't mind, sir. But, yeah, man, that's what's going out there in y'all country, man.
You hear about that shrimp that had cocaine in it?
Nope.
What?
Man, people found shrimp that had cocaine in it, dog. That is so fucking crazy. What's that story? I think it's probably somewhere in Florida.
Everything's in Florida. Everything. That's why I would never live there. I'll go visit.
Miami's nice.
I know. My people used to live out there. I'll go
Really?
visit. Yeah, my mom. That's when my mom met my stepdad, man. She lived there before Georgia.
It's really not Florida. Like, Miami's its own.
Yeah, Miami's like New Orleans.
Yeah, dog. Like, it's its own little country down in Miami.
But let's get into the hero highlights. We can get our high answers about you.
Indeed. Indubitably.
And we all feeling good inside. Cause people are doing good in the world of pure defuckery. Like the shine a light. Shine a light. On a person. On a nigga. Doing good. In the pure world of pure defuckery. Fuckery.
So, for the first time in history, Miss America, Miss Teen USA, and Miss Universe. Wait, Miss USA, Miss Teen USA, and Miss America. Yep, are all black women.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Like,
clap,
that is
clap,
major.
clap, 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 clap. I saw that shit and I was very proud.
Me too, son. Like that is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, that's a long time coming.
You know the one that was Miss USA, she's an attorney who helps inmates get off pro bono.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bruh. And a lot of those women that was in the bottom 3 with her from USA, those bottom 3 women were all black.
That's just an amazing thing to see, like black beauty being recognized as especially in this country, because that's what people don't understand when people like, because I saw some white people talking about this once, but when motherfuckers say black is beautiful, or like even when dark skinned people be like, man, dark skin is whatever, it's because there's been like a whole freaking decades and decades of being told that dark skin is ugly, that black is ugly, that all that shit is equal, that is evil, that niggas is niggas. So it's like a rehabilitation was never done for us. We had to do it for ourselves. So when the whole campaign of Black is Beautiful even started in like the 80s or whatever, that campaign was to rehabilitate the self-esteem within black people for the power within ourselves. You dig? So to see this now in 2019, that, oh, black beauty is being celebrated, and not even from specifically black sources, that's Miss Teen USA, that's Miss USA, that's major shit. Dog, that is something to be recognized, man. That's something to take a pause and be like, all right, cool as hell. You know what I mean? Chelsea Christ was announced as Miss USA. Nia Franklin was announced as Miss America. And Kylie Garris was announced as Miss Teen USA. With their natural hair.
Pretty one step for black folks, one giant step for humankind.
I mean, because, you know, black folks are human too. Yeah, black history is American history. Yeah, one day they're going to get it. Next up, these the boys, man. I was proud of them when I saw this story, man. They built a cookie empire, and they're like young.
Is it them or is it their fucking parents and they just putting their face on it?
Who knows, man? I feel like these kids can cook, man. You got to watch Master Chef Junior.
That shit cold.
Oh, really?
That shit be cold. Them kids be killing.
Them kids killing. Cool. And going to be so much nicer to them than to be the adults. It'd be funny.
4 brothers, all under age 11, start their own cookie empire. Joshua 11, Isaiah 9, Caleb 7, and Michael 5 are better known as the Yummy Brothers. For 2 years, they've been mixing, pouring, scooping, and selling their great-grandmother's cookie recipe. The delicious idea started with them taking their cookies everywhere. Everybody would say that our cookies are really good, so we're just thinking we could make a living off of selling cookies. We went to our dad, we told him we wanted to start our own business selling cookies, and we came together as a family and brainstormed on what the name would be and what the logo would be. Look at them all in these suits, man. Fresh ass LeBars, man. I see y'all.
Good parenting.
The name was simple. Their brothers and people bragged about how yummy the cookies were. And there's lots of flavors to choose from. Lemon white chocolate, chocolate chip, snickerdoodle. We have over 36 different types of cookies.
Damn. Nigga, we got a business, bitch.
Ooh, that is beautiful.
I'm gonna buy me a cookie. Are they delivering? They selling them bitches online? I'm pretty sure they getting that to that soon.
You can Google them, dog. But like, dog, I just like seeing four of black boys come together, do something this positive, get their own money, have their own dream, and execute the vision. Love.
Absolutely.
That's when good hustling and good teaching and good parenting.
Like I said, that's good parenting right there. That's the product of good parenting all the way. Regina King just signed a Netflix deal to produce content, which is, you know, big dog shit, dog. Like
Monique is on Suicide Watch.
Beyonce got a Netflix deal. Regina got a Netflix deal. Yeah, man.
but Childish Gambino did put Monique in that commercial,
which was nice. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Commercial.
Nah, that was something big though. That's something that right step in her career.
I mean, she'll get some money off it, but I get what you say. D. It's not like having the special.
It ain't the special, but it's a step forward. You know what I'm saying? You really can't compare that because you ain't about to get that special. Nah, you didn't burn that bridge. Now you got to rebuild, and it's a
you can rebuild to eventually get one.
Like this is one is the right direction. Because you went with Childish Gambino, you know, or whatever fucking want to go by Donald Glover, whatever day.
You said this years ago, Joe, and I think that this should be the lane that she should just try to stick into. You said you felt like you liked her more as a comedic actress versus a comedian.
Yes.
And I feel like, Monique, you need to just get in somebody's movies or on somebody's TV show and get people to like you again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that can build towards whatever in the future. But I think that, like right now, she in that commercial and she looks good in that commercial. So if she could be a regular on somebody's TV show.
Maybe she could pop up on Atlanta.
Something, whatever. If you do something, because that's the thing about TV. If you become a character that people like, they'll forgive so much. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that for Monique, because then that's also a job, that's also money.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I hope she
career building.
Yeah, she was already on a TV show. She getting residuals like
I never wanted Monique to never not get money.
No, it's just how she went about it was annoying.
I wanted her to execute it better.
Yeah, that's all we ever said. The way you went about it was annoying, but I'm not gonna hate on the fact that this black woman wanted to get that money. Let's go.
Money well deserved.
Just a method.
Shouts out to Jason Williams Jr. of Laplace. He's only 7 years old and displayed quick and selfless instincts on Saturday when he jumped into action to rescue a toddler from drowning face first in a swimming pool.
My young man.
Apparently, the parent of that child is a friend of my friend.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's not too far off.
The hero or the toddler?
The hero.
Good.
Yeah.
He's about to rip in front of your friend. How your toddler get in that water like that, bro?
Right.
Did your toddler get in that water?
He a first grader at Garyville, made Airy Math and Science Magnet School, and joins a father's son his aunt's apartment complex in Kenner as another family hosted a baby shower on the grounds. Adult family members, including Jason's aunt Kenya Wilson, watched anxiously as 3 small children ran around the perimeter of the pool, several times hovering too close to the edge. One looked about 8 or 7, one might have been 4, and the baby might have been 1 or 2. The kids kept running around the pool and no one was watching them. My mom kept saying one of those kids is going to fall in. In a blink of an eye, the middle child pushed the youngest into the pool.
Damn.
The toddler fell in head first, sinking underwater with only his legs sticking out above the surface. The child's family didn't see him fall, and no one was moving a muscle to get him out the pool.
Oh my God.
As Wilson and her mother screamed out, Jason turned around and saw the younger child in the water. Reaching underwater in the mid-depth area where he could barely touch himself, Jason pulled the child to safety. He didn't hesitate at anything. Without hesitation, he just scooped him up with 2 hands. Real nigga Jason, bro. Threw that thing at him.
Whew, boy, that's a scary story, Lord.
Bruh.
Oh, Lord.
That damn family's fucking up right there.
Yeah, bro. You got a fucking pool, bro. The people getting too fucking faded.
Come on.
It's a fucking gang of kids. And a 1-year-old, if anything, the motherfucking 1-year-old shouldn't even be around these kids.
Should not even be running around.
Fuck around with you, man.
What in the world is
tripping, bro? What's wrong with y'all, bro?
Shouts out to that little man. Did y'all hear about this millionaire Benny up that put $30 million to research homelessness? I give him a half hero because it's like, what you mean to research homelessness? Like,
what?
That could have gone to
homelessness. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna spend $30 million to research how they live, how they study, why do they smell so bad.
It's about what causes it. He put the money in for people to research the cause of it. I understand that to a degree, but
I can tell you what causes it right now. Pay me, nigga. Fuck, nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
And last
I'm 2 steps away. Fuck, I'm about to be in the documentary, nigga. The fuck out of here, bro. Pay me, dog. Fuck wrong with you, man?
You could have dropped $30 million at these people, dog. You got all of them together.
Look at what?
All the homeless people, dog, with that kind of money.
I'm homeless, nigga, Trump.
Nigga, you could have got them clothes and food.
Right, man.
Anyway, so last up, dog, is this, it's Ben & Jerry's, dog, for this wokeness they put out.
Oh, I seen that.
That shit was real. Are they gonna speak words?
No, they're not.
Well, Ben & Jerry's basically put up a video on 420 saying, I'm calling for us to to recognize that it's like that black people get unfairly jailed more for possession than white people, and while we're celebrating we need to also recognize this inequality and work to fight against that shit. And this is freaking Ben & Jerry's.
Right, I love it, dog. 2 Jewish guys. They I like how it was like, that's not cool. Like black people, white people making money off of weed, and black people are suffering from it. That's not cool. In the celebration of 420, black people now should be released from the convictions, but they have their convictions for weed expunged.
Right.
And I was like, fucking right, Ben & Jerry. I'm gonna eat your ice cream just because of that. I don't give a fuck what flavor I like.
Black and Latino. That's not cool.
I always did like Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Should be rolling.
It just costs too much.
Fuck it.
But yeah, right now I'm just always support. They have baked is my favorite flavor.
This shit good.
But yeah, y'all, that was it, y'all. That was it.
I got a girl highlight one more if you want to go before we go.
Who you got?
You ever heard of Lizzo beating?
Yeah.
Lizzo? Bruh, I just got on her. I just want to say shout out, dog, because she had just got on the magazine of V Magazine, and she's the front cover for like a body image, like all positive. Like she's a big, super positive image for big women. I think that her getting on that magazine is like the bomb shit.
Shouts out to Lizzo, man. She just seemed like she popped up out of nowhere. Just
bruh, she been on the scene though apparently, but yeah, though it feel like it. It feel like it.
I wouldn't dare tell her that because you know when you're in her shoes, she most likely been grinding. But we back it up out here, man. Hit us up at flywithbats@gmail.com. As I always say, we want y'all to be part of the conversation. Also hit up reviewingdat@gmail.com. You refer it, we review it. Anything you want to review, whether a TV show, film, or what have you, we'll check that out. But you got to hit us up at that email. Also, check out Acting While Black. Also on this feed, we got some more of that to come. I got some actors lined up. And yeah, man, that's about it, man. Hit me up. It's the boy Martin Bats Bradford. Find me on all the social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it, Mr. Out. You ain't gonna find me. Catch me on Facebook though at Martin Bats Bradford, man. Whole government out here. And for 80, sideB, I'm out.
And it's me, your boy D Mac. And you can catch me on Instagram at your Dig Brand LLC. Catch all my gear. And that's all the fuck I got to say to you. Peace out.
Passe wine, it's your boy AlphaJo, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the root. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, You can find me on IG AlphaJo NOOO, 504 for sideB, 80. We out this bitch. Bro, I need a nap. I'm loaded.
You're all I need to get high.
I need to get high, to get high, to get high. You're all
dum dum da da dum 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 da da dum dum
to get high,
dum dum da da dum dum
to get high.
Y'all some real motherfucking fans if you listen this long to this part.
This shit
I'd
might
have been
make
to
it.
stop. Appreciate y'all, man. We out.
Yeah. Chillin' on the couch, hand on my pouch. Just waking up, watching Homeboy House. Thinking about the day I had to press rewind, play. When I say being a doctor was my goal, ambition, thing I wanted to be. Until I learned the work that it took, and I would be in infinite debt. Then I imagine myself 80 years old, dead with debt over my head. Too much doubt, gotta go another route. Once I got on the music, I ain't never getting out. I envision my life and how I'ma live it out. Kids and a wife, I hope I figure it out. So until then, rule 10, gotta wrap it up, cause life moves on even if we get stuck. So I turn back on the tube, now I'm on the cool, watching set it off, wishing I would make moves. The tipo was a fool, but the blues, it will hit ya. So you stay inside so them bullets might miss ya. You can get your issue any single day, make beats at my home so I never fade away. Learning notes and keys, I gotta sit alone. I used to pray to God, but we don't get along. Preachers and believers trying to turn me around, but I should still be proud even if I'm not down with G.O.D. My real F-A-T-H-E-R, not in my vision of tomorrow. He's still living, never forgiving. I ought to try and get along, but twice he ran alone, so now I stand alone. But I ain't lonely. Wheat, cheese, and turkey used to be baloney. Smart kid growing up, but that in an instant. Winning every day, see my past in the distance. I don't regret a thing, cause I love my existence. Kinda militant, but that's just sentiments from living this life. Still got an open mind. People surprised I never been shot or did time. Step out on the porch, nothing ever changed. Stuttering Jerome, old girl, what's her name? There go old Missy. Look at Miss Barbara and the lady who made the frozen cups daughter. Yeah, I got smarter, learned from the dumb. Been in my own lane, just never had my own drums. Used to rap about clapping, they never had a gun. I was just imitating, but with a little patience, I'm 3 years ahead of my time and stimulate. And for me to imagine what would have happened if I was saving like every week. Cause living off pennies ain't sweet, it's bitter. You can be my nigga, but they don't mean that you fam. Trust is like putting a loaded 48 in the hand of a woman or a man who got a tour of your plans. Now you're looking at your casket, the invisible man. Cars and the glam and entertainers demand. Isn't what I need, have me like Joe Queen, Phoenix. I'd rather never have an image, but shout out to the ladies and jits whoever did it. I ain't a known rapper, but I represent it. Up on the track, New Orleans to the ending. Looking at a picture, the past feels near, but I'm living in the now when she sold last year. Gotta go to work, do I wanna go to sleep? Been up all night with this beat on repeat, but life don't wait and money don't make itself. I need stability, but what I want is wealth.